Okay.
So should I remove shadow boxing from the spinning wheel thing? Because you weren't meant to see me.
No, if it comes up, I'll immediately change the camera.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, we're live.
We are live.
Oh, sick. All right, let me just tell everyone we're live.
Sam was like no help last week. Afterwards, he was just like, "Yeah, the amount of times that like things go wrong on like Queensbury streams and stuff, it happens." I'm like,
he. That's what I'm saying. He was just like, yeah, cool, man. Okay.
He was telling me they've had it before where a screen is completely black, and it's because someone's unplugged it, and they're like going through everything.
It's literally always the smallest thing.
Yep. This is our monitor.
Okay.
I believe you can probably just about see.
Just about.
I'll get because if this setup works,
Works.
when there's two of us, it doesn't. When there's two of us, we'll be on the sofa at the back wall.
Okay.
And then it's kind of this layer, and then we can use that TV. But when it's a solo one, which is invariably going to happen, I'll get another one of these. Yeah. And I'll put that TV on the other one of these, so you have a monitor as well.
Okay.
Right, I'm just going to pee and then we'll begin, yeah?
Yep, I'm just...
Right, this is our monitor.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay.
I believe you can... It doesn't. When there's two of us, we'll be on the sofa at the back wall.
Okay.
And then it's kind of this layer.
We'll be live in 5, guys. The mics are on, you know, Rob.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
There we are.
We are inside the building. Right.
I'm not sure how that happened, but hey, it is what it is.
All right, hold on. I was literally just telling everyone to come and join as well. So, sorry, this camera angle, it looks a bit mad because it looks like I'm looking sideways. Could we change it to the middle one, maybe? Oh, no, that looks horrible.
This one?
That one is all right. I need to take off the...
All right.
Garments.
Listen, you bring us in because I have several items of work to do. Ewan is here. There we are.
Yeah. Cool. Hold on. I just need to... Guys, if you're in the chat right now, I'm just making sure my angles look right because you know the vibes, right? We got to make sure we look sexy. You never know who's watching. My future husband could be watching this, you know. You know what I'm saying, Rob?
I do. I mean, I'm not a jealous man, so you can play these games.
So, guys, bear with me. Literally sending out the link to everybody to let them know we are live in the building. Yeah, so if you're watching this right now, send it out to your people, guys. Let them know that we're live. I'm just gonna tell my mum and that I'm live so she can watch me now. Right, cool. Make sure my phone's on silent because you know you got to be a little bit professional. I got to be a little bit. Oh shit, it's quite close. Feels very intimate. I feel like you're all up in my grill and shit.
I mean,
hold on, mate. Can that camera, like, I feel like it's getting My double chin.
What?
It's getting my double chin, Rob.
So I'm a bit busy at the minute. Virtually.
I just clocked that. So...
Right, hold on, let me do that one.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
That's so funny. Oh my days. I didn't even clock that. Mum, if you're watching, you see what Rob's doing, right? Yeah, that's Rob, yeah. That is so flipping funny. All right, guys. We got all 31 of you guys inside the building right now. We're just sorting this angle out, which is, you know, Rob was, you got, yeah. Like, that's a little bit, but you can't really see the boobs, but it's fine.
I think I can change that.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. That's cool. Careful. Hold on.
I need to do the.
Go ahead. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, you're on this side. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
At that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in.
We're inside.
Right.
Is all the camera angles good? How do I look from this one? Number one.
That one.
Number two. Main camera. Oh, I look kind of fly there.
Yeah. It's no joke. It's no joke.
Shit. Is that what I'm looking like? Yeah. Like I said, my future husband could be watching this. So if he's watching, I've got to make sure I look cute and that.
I think it's here. And like, listen, I don't like that you keep doing this because
it's true.
The 26th of April,
Yeah.
2025.
Yep.
Where are we going to be? We're going to be you and me together. I wanted it to be us, but obviously you've invited other people. I just wanted it to be you and me, but no.
Yeah. We are going to be at our watch party, the 505 watch party, April the 26th, 7 p.m. till 2 a.m. Let me break this down, right? Let me break this down, guys. We got DJs, Mad Influence. They're going to be playing throughout the night to the after party till 2 a.m. in the morning. We got food provided by Next Kitchen. Yeah. If you guys didn't come to the last one, just know she had curry goat, rice and peas, plantain, mac and cheese, jerk. Was it barbecue wings? And
I mean, if you remember rightly, I was completely on the job, and someone when she gets into the mode of hostess, you will not eat any food, young man. Go over into the corner and handle the wires. Yeah, I didn't get to eat anything.
Did you not?
No, because
I gave you the tokens. Though.
No. I was busy, and then everyone else I had cash on me because obviously Netty Kitchen. Just to let everyone know, cash only on that one. Don't take liberties. There's you know what snitches get stitches, bro.
All of that, bro.
Right. I didn't get any because people took the cash that I had off me, and at that point, I was fueled by vodka and just ambition.
The thing is, I've got to make sure my team is fed right.
Nah, I'm all right. I
the
don't
way
eat
to
for
a
days.
man's heart is through food.
I know.
And other things, but yeah, that's for after hours. But yeah, I've got to make sure that you're eating. So yeah, Next Kitchen. We got my cousin Annie. She just throws down in the kitchen. When we go on family holidays, she's the chef. She chefs it up. Yeah, we went Barbados one time, and we went Carnival Kadooman, it's called, in Barbados, and we came back late, and we was hungry. I was just like, man. And my cousin Annie, my older cousin, she was just like, yeah, she got in the kitchen and she just whipped up some food quickly, and it was so, you know, those days like when you're hungry and someone makes you food and you just want to cry when you're eating it because it's so nice and thoughtful that they've done that. And even my other cousin Mills, that she comes down to the watch party as well, we had a family party. After that, went to hers. I was starving. Cousin just cooked me up the best chicken burger. You know, I don't really eat chicken burgers.
Do you know what? No, you've told me this, which is crazy, right? So hold on, but before obviously we're ruining an absolute spectacular view. Let's just not muck about with that. Ewan, right? Get ready, mate. You're gonna have everything you waited for. Scan the QR code. Tickets are available now. There's not that many available, to be fair. I think there's about 20 left.
I think it's even less than that.
Maybe less.
I think we're at 15.
Right, and then what we'll do is that, hold on, which hand gesture? I'll do this hand gesture again. My bad. I'm not going to get bored of that at any point.
Neither am I. You know me. I'm for it.
Hey, just before the watershed. Anyway, there's not that many tickets left. There will be a few on the door, probably, depending on the sales. We normally hold a few back.
Yeah.
I cannot stress enough. If you are a ticket holder, you have got the information of the venue and how to get there.
Yep.
Have your tickets ready to be scanned,
At
right?
the door.
Because do you know what? I'm busy. Shy's busy.
Yeah,
and if you
guys.
come in and say, where's Shy? No one knows where Shy
Shy's
is
not
because
there.
Shy's not there.
Shy's not there.
Shy's not there. She's rocking down in the corner.
Yeah.
She's getting on it, having a lovely time
Yep.
with her people.
Literally.
It's me you got to deal with, unfortunately. Right. And look, I know I look like Tom Thumb here with these. Look at these glasses. These are crazy.
I love them.
I know these were £6 on Amazon. These.
Swear?
Yeah. I don't do prescription glasses. I feel that's. Are we... Anyway, scan the QR code. Now, what you also can do is that's power. That's just so power. Oh no, it's all backwards. There we are. What we're going to say here, that you can scan and donate to things here. Follow at the 505 Way, at the 505 Way on Instagram, X, and Twitter. But also the I Am Shystie account, which is no joke whatsoever. While Shy does a little bit of lippy, what you can do is that you can hit say thanks in the supers, and there will be this Sunday coming. Look, I'm not even visible in this one. Look, the first Patterns watch along. The first
Patterns watch along, guys. Can we say who we're joined by?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we've got our first Patterns watch along guest, and it's going to be Dwayne Hotshot Sinclair. Team Boatsi is going to be in the building. He's going to be joining me. We're going to have we've got a nice setup for the watch along. It's going to be fun. So me and Dwayne and Rob are going to have fun. Is Ewan joining us? Ewan, are you joining us?
He can do, but I feel that's a brand risk.
Yeah, well, it's
on
fine.
Easter Sunday.
It's fine.
Come on now.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, that one's going to be Sunday coming. We're going to have a lovely time on that one. And you know what? It is a pretty high stakes card. I know no one really cares about the main event, but the long and short of it is, I'm going to press off the button now, right? Long and short of it is, if Ben Whittaker loses, no. Not only is that career done for Ben,
it's mad, isn't it?
I'm telling you, boxer are hinged on him.
Yeah.
That he is the only. No disrespect to JB, because JB can go wherever he wants. No disrespect to Fraser Clark. No disrespect to Adam Azim.
Yeah.
Right? They took out loans to secure Ben.
Way.
Ben is on cash. Proper cash.
Why the hell have they put him on so much cash and he hasn't even
because he's a star.
But how is he a star though?
Because
he's a potential star.
Olympic, he looks cool, he sounds good, he's got Dragon Ball Z tattoos and stuff. I
feel like they've hinged a lot on him being a potential star because he's not a star yet, to me.
Yeah,
I feel like he's got potential to be a star.
For sure.
But right now, he hasn't done anything to make me think that's a star.
Oh no, he's had some good performances. He's had some.
But it's against what competition though?
Yeah, I know, but he is fun to watch.
Okay.
You're gonna have to just accept that there's an annoying screen in our direct way. I will sort it out in a bit. I can quite comfortably do that in a minute. So tonight.
Yeah.
Right. So hold on. Let's do a little bit of a hello and greetings to everyone in the comments. Right. Eric. Shout out Eric. Shout out Ra. What? I mean, I'm not gonna be disrespectful because you're a G. What hat are you gonna wear to the watch party?
Yes.
Are we talking trilby? We talking top hat? We talking flat cap? What we saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna look like we've just done a shift as Van Helsing this time, or what? Beanie hat maybe. Also, no hats, no trainers.
Yeah. Ra's the only person that's allowed to have a hat.
Yeah. No. He's there are not that many people that can do a hat like that.
Yeah.
And get away with it, he's one of them.
This event is no hats, no hoods, no trainers. But if Ra wants to wear a hat, because that's his brand.
Yep.
I'm letting him in.
Yeah.
He's allowed.
Yeah.
As you were.
Ewan's in the comments. Shout out Ewan. We all know Ewan. Ewan's brought his boat down.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We need a sound effect next time, like a clap.
Okay. I might even have one already,
Yeah, we need to clap it up. When someone, has a good achievement or they've done well, or we just need a really good...
Just a little something.
Yeah, a little something. Big up Ewan, man. Big up Rob. Big up Eric inside the building.
What about look, if I drag that over, look, we've got something called a rim shot.
What the fuck? What's a rim shot?
It's a drum thing, Right, but we'll let that go.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, and what's he got? Boater hat. Oh, what's a boater hat?
What do you say?
I don't know what a boater hat is, but Dwayne's in the comments as well.
Big up, Dwayne.
Dwayne, we've already spoken about you, mate, and we already know that next week you're going to be up in GH2 for the first Patterns watch along.
Yep, joined by me.
And yeah, like
big up Jams as well. Red Corner Boxing.
Yep, shout out Red Corner Boxing. Just secured a decent sponsor, the boys.
Very good to Jams and Mr. Neutral. They got their show on after ours at 10. So after this, we'll be jumping on them. And yeah, joining the boys.
Right. So yeah, as we have now began.
Yeah, that was a good little intro, right?
I know, it was nice. It was nice.
Shout out myself and shout out Rob. We are the ultimate duo. Hold on.
Yeah, Kip and Love Wonder.
Yep.
Shout out. We need to have. Do you know what? I'm a little bit gutted. So obviously this is my.
That shadow is making it look like I've got hair under my eyes. I definitely don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm going to do, you talk for a minute. I'm going to move this camera so you can actually talk to me.
Yeah, because right now, guys, when I'm looking at Rob, there's like a little bit of a blockade in a way. But yeah, shout out all my guys inside. Big up Dwayne, Hotshot, Ewan. Ewan said, I always have to proofread Ewan's comments first. So yeah, because he is absolutely brand risk. So let me just read this. Okay. I have pronouns now.
Oh, does it?
Captain and master. And commander, there's a wire in the way. Shy, please don't use the second one. Oh, sorry, I've already used it. Sorry, my bad. Oh yeah, there we go. Rob's just moved it out of the way for me. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So shout out Ewan.
My pronouns are new captain, master, and commander. Shy, please don't use the second one. I mean, I get that, and he shouldn't really be doing that early on in the stream. And do you know what? Hey, it's Ewan.
It's Ewan, man.
It's Ewan.
The thing is, I've come to love Ewan regardless of wherever we are.
Yeah.
Whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
It's Ewan.
It's Ewan.
You know, like sometimes you have those friends where they're just like, sorry, man, it's Ewan.
The fact that he has become folklore at the watch parties with your inner family, like who was that guy? You're like, oh, it's Rob's mate, Ewan. Yeah. And they go like, oh, right. Because next time we know exactly what we're dealing with.
Ewan, we love you.
Everyone loves Ewan.
Everyone loves
Ewan. People often, because when you tell Ewan stories, I've been reprimanded before where they're like, you're not his friend and you just are the architect of his demise. And I'm like, no, he's the architect of his own demise. Yeah. He's also epic.
Yeah, he is.
And he's a survivor.
He's a survivor.
He's a survivor. He's the man.
You are the man.
He's the man. We love Ewan. Do you know who hates Ewan?
No one.
My ex-wife.
Oh. we need a boost sound as well. We got so much sound effects that we're thinking off the top right now. Rob did say to me, like, send me the ones that you want, but I didn't think of all these ones.
Yeah, we can accent it a little bit, but
yeah, we're gonna need
well, I think the extent of it should literally be like the yeah, man.
Yeah. Just making sure that my stomach, I'm going away soon, so I have to make sure that I'm body ready.
Right. So look, let's openly and honestly, frankly, deal with this in the comments, right? Let's have a show of just look what I'm going to put in the comment. Look, it just says wood. Now I expect all of you just to put in something to acknowledge wood, because there's nothing greater than just a simple wood. Wood. Just wood.
Just wood. There's no you.
Yeah. Wood. Exactly. Just wood. There we are. See, Ewan's got an emoji out. Look.
Come on, man.
There we are. See.
Thank you, Ewan. Thank you.
You're loved. It's fine. Right.
Cool. Right, guys. Well, welcome to Patterns.
What? I mean, I've put this at 2.5.
Is it 2.5?
It's 2.5 because I thought we'd mix it up. Because to be honest, I know. Obviously, last week we were marred with technical issues.
Yeah.
However, the bits that we did before the technical issues were pretty spectacular.
It was.
People love it.
We did. And shout out to the green screen behind me. Like, we're gonna have a lot of madness going on behind me. So. Yeah, that's just basically what you see on the green screen here is me and Rob's mind. This is the conversations that we have every day. I speak to Rob every single day. I wake up in the morning. I've either messaged Rob at 4 a.m.
Well, yeah, because your hours are totally opposite. It's basically we look at the same moon.
Literally, we look at the same.
You may as well be on the east coast of the States.
I'm telling you now. Right, that's my guy. So. Yeah, cool. Welcome to my live stream patterns where we talk all things boxing. We just talk anything basically, but it does revolve around sports.
You know what?
Boxing. Go on.
We're at the stage now.
That's not Jeamie already.
That is Jeamie already.
Hold on, wait. You know what we need before we
Go on.
my ringtone. Guys, when you hear this ringtone, yeah, just know it means I've got a special guest coming. So anytime you hear this ringtone, can you hear it? Is it popping off, Robs?
Hold on, let me just make sure. Because
Yeah.
I think it was this one.
Listen. I'm excited. That's what you call. See, I see on time. Just show up for me on time.
Right. We'll deal with that in a second because Jeamie is in the building.
Yep. Jeamie TKV. Jeamie TKV.
Yes.
Inside.
You right, Jeamie? Can you hear us?
Oh wait, hold on. I need to come on.
I'm all good. I'm all good. How are you guys?
We're good,
Yeah,
mate.
I can hear Jeamie.
Yeah, Mr. My name is Todd. We don't know.
No, that's Rico. Not for now.
Okay, we'll leave him.
Yeah,
Leave him on the mix
we
for a
just
bit.
want Jeamie right now. 1 second. Yeah, I can hear Jay.
Yeah, we're all good. We're
you
good
hear
to
him?
go. Right, Mr. TKV.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you for having
Hi,
me. Thank
Jay.
you. I'm all good. How are you
thank
guys?
you. I'm all good, man.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
hear
been a
echo?
minute.
Or is it all good? Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
it might just be you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
about that.
we're all good. We're all good. Like these, James. If you knew, I mean, obviously you're a professional fighter who fights giant men, but if you knew the stress that I get put through from putting these shows together, you'd be like, oh mate, I'll fight someone all day long. Right.
How are you, Jay?
Yeah, Mr. TKV. Like, let's go. Let's be very open about this. How are you feeling?
First of all, you know, I'm not as down as people would think I would
No,
be.
of course not.
Yeah.
I was smiling probably right after in the change room. I'm not even down like that, but, because I knew what went wrong. But at the same time, I know I got his number. The thing is, I know I got his number, and I know how to get the job done in the second fight. So the fact that we got a rematch makes me even happier because I'll be able to put things right and put it to bed. You know, yeah. So to be honest, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to the rematch. I'm looking forward to even getting better and definitely perform better. But like just to improve in general and just to have a. Yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited that the board ordered a rematch, man. That's it.
Do you know what I was? Because like even in one of the group chats, I was saying like how often the only time I can truly say that I've seen the board order an immediate rematch was Fabs and Fraser, and that's because it was a draw, right? I was if I was like they have to do this. It's so public. Frank has come out and he's fuming about it. Then you've got obviously Ben, who's your promoter, fuming about it. Like Barry, the consensus of people were very upset that this was it, and the consensus of it, which was the most interesting thing about it, was like it's a very hard one to dictate because you don't deserve a loss on your record. But for me, at least, and I've said this to Will, and I'll say this to you, Dave doesn't deserve a no contest because fighters doing fighter stuff. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm that biased that if you'd have sparked him in the same way, I'll be like, oh, it's got to stay. Like, he's British champion, he's British champion, and then that's the end of it. Like, it is what it is. So from a perspective of you getting the rematch, it's amazing.
Yeah. Do you know what? You can say fighters do fighter stuff, but I do believe he did that deliberately out of frustration because he did
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah.
For me, you were 5-0 up. 5-0 up or 4-1 if you really wanted to give him a round.
But like he was so frustrated because he could not land on me. I made sure that he could not land. Even when he was throwing shots, I was catching him up. I was catching the shots. The shot that he caught me with is the shot that I did not see, and that could hurt anyone. If I saw it, it probably wouldn't have done the damage that it done. But I did not see it. I was about to look at the ref, and I felt obviously.
I mean, like James, how about this? How about you run us through it, right? Look.
Yeah.
Look, so look, you're holding on to him. You should be able to see it in the video, and then like you even look at the ref. the ref had a terrible
Right,
night that
hold
night.
on, sorry, 1 second, right? Because Robin spoke, but you don't understand how pissed off I was watching
it's
this fight,
it's,
Jamie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching this because obviously I speak to you, you support me, everything. So we was watching this and we're just like, Jamie's 5-0
Yeah.
up on the scorecard. This is like
Yeah.
smooth sailing. Like we're like, yeah. So then when the referee said break, and he was hitting your hand, like,
Yeah.
and David
Adelaide
throughout
was
the
holding
whole
me.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole fight,
No.
from like round 1, I feel like I was just like, I said it on the watch along. I'm like, this ref's pissing me off. Like he just keeps like penalizing Jamie. He's talking to David, but
he was
Yeah.
busy.
he was so hands-on and busy, and it was just frustrating me. Like I was just like, as a fan, just watching. So when that happened, I was fuming, just fuming.
Look, it was so mad that when I was down, I looked at the ref and like, right, he hit me when you said break. So I looked at him,
Yeah.
but then he started counting. So I said, right,
Yeah.
he's counting. So I'm kind of talking to my team, but obviously I had to carry on. Even the one that they count as a second knockdown, he pushed me forward.
Yeah, we saw, because when we watched it, it's like he hit you, but it's like
there was one cuffing. There was like one cuffing hook shot that was kind of more of a forearm push grab.
Yeah.
It wasn't a clean shot, and like you know what, like this is one of the hard things of having friends that are fighters that get to your level, because like that referee had a terrible night and he continued to have a terrible night with the fight afterwards, and like this. I think had he not been such a melt in the Joyce fight afterwards and jarred Uncle Frank to that level, I'm gonna say chances are we're having a very different conversation right now. But I'm very thankful that you've got the rematch. Have you got any idea about timelines?
I'm not sure, but as soon as possible, man. Obviously, probably won't be in the Ipswich one because we've got to get a camp going.
Yeah,
but that won't be a problem either to get on the Ipswich one. But because I'm back in the gym tomorrow, to be honest, I'm ready to go.
Do you have you got a suspension for 28 days, right?
Yeah,
just
usual,
that as just usual. Yeah. Okay.
So, but even then, I would because I spar a lot anyway, so I probably would prefer a little break anyways.
Yeah.
So, but the only thing I would do is just ticking over training.
But I mean, the thing is, you were. I think he was surprised about when you grabbed a hold of him. You had him, right? There wasn't that much he could do with it. Like the strength. Obviously, we know you're a profound level wrestler.
Yeah.
Real bad man in the background. Love that. Right. You were in absolute peak condition. You were piecing him up with the jab. He could do nothing with you when it got close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like you had his number, as you said. So are you and Bazza a little bit now? Like, is he gonna have to completely change everything for the rematch? Because it's gonna be a quick turnaround, isn't it?
I mean, there's not much to change.
No.
Obviously, I'm not gonna give too much.
Of course.
Yeah.
But he's definitely coming in aggressive. So, but the thing is, my usual style is like I like people who come forward and stuff like that. So obviously we switched it up for this fight, but there was reasons for it, and everyone saw that he struggled with a good boxing IQ. Of throwing, like literally all I had to do was throw a jab.
Exactly. Change levels on him, throw the jab, and have your hand in front of your face as you did every single time, and then just tie him up. You had it.
Exactly. And my team just saying, don't need to waste any energy. You're winning the fight.
Literally,
just do it behind the jab. So we saw it like from third round onwards, we kept getting relaxed. Like it kept getting easier for us. It got to a point where he started walking forward and still couldn't land a punch. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
What from the perspective of the fan, right? Look, listen, you handled that with grace, right? You really did. Like you handled it well. No one can say anything about it. And with the exception of him on TalkSport, which TalkSport on his own, he did handle that one of the better interviews. And I'm sure you guys have known each other a long time, and you know, I know you're cool. Yeah, exactly. But it was one of the ones where it was just like I'm going to give him the rematch. We need to run it again. Blah blah blah. He was really open about it.
Yeah.
What do you make of this? Like,
nonsense that you had something on you that was burning him? Because like do you
That
remember Shy how dry I
that
said,
was
like
mad
both,
to me.
right?
Even like when you guys was fighting, I think it was like just before you come out for a certain round, the ref was like to you to go to the corner, and he was like wiping off your shot, and we was just like, what's he doing? Like, ain't that just sweat? Like, but
Yeah.
I think David was kind of implying that something was
Yeah.
on you that shouldn't have been on you, but we was just like, what?
Do you know? Because I had some people in David's corner. So what had happened was like, it was after the 5th round. I don't know if you remember the 5th round. He was walking forward, and I was just hitting him. I was just touching him, touching him.
Yeah.
And then when he got back to the corner, Adam Booth was shouting at him, said, "What the hell are you doing? What's wrong? What's wrong?" For me, that was just like an excuse to why he's not doing nothing. So, but it was a random excuse. I think it was his own hair gel. I don't know what it was.
Oh, it's like Tank.
Yeah.
You know, Javonte Davis said like the gel.
Because I'll be real, you see when we do hair, stay up a little bit, you got to put some, like, yeah?
Yes,
So
bricks, you got to do your gels and everything.
Exactly. So it's coming from him. There's no way I've put anything on my body, and there's no way if gel is coming from me, which I believe it wasn't, and I know it wasn't. If it's coming from me, it will be in my eye before it's in his eye.
As well. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? For me, it was just like, it was a quick excuse to give himself a reason to why he's performing the way he was. And so when the referee came over, he smelled my glove. I was so confused. I mean, then he said to wipe me down, and I was so confused. Wipe down, and then we came out in the 6th round. But
yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, what's going on here?
Hold on, let's get him in. Let's get the boy in.
Big Will.
You alright, guys?
Big Will.
Big Will. Hi, Will.
How
Thank
we
you
doing?
so much for joining me on my Patterns live stream, and you and Jay.
So that's a pleasure.
Thank
Always.
you so much.
You know what?
Want to introduce yourself? Go on,
I was
Jay.
about to say, I'm wiping my camera because Will looks a bit too clear.
No, Will come in at 8K.
Pro setup, brother.
Yeah, he's got
pro
8K.
setup, mate.
Yeah,
pro setup, man. You know me, man.
Thinking it's me.
I don't do things by halves, mate. It's professional setup here. That's how we roll.
Will came in looking 8K. Like, this is 8K.
No
Jamie just started rubbing the camera, you know. That's so funny.
What flesh.
Big up, Will. Will, do you want to introduce yourself just so people in the chat know like who you are?
Yes. So I'm Will Toal, and I'm Jamie's S&C coach.
Perfect, man.
And what? And other people's S&C coach, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, you got. I mean, you know what I mean. You got to promote yourself a little bit.
I've got one or two.
Don't be shy.
Jeamie TKV, Chris Congo, Ellie Scottney, Alois Jr., Jesse Brandon, Joseph Abercrombie, Marlon Gillett. A few guys, one or two.
Will, you're just being too modest. Don't be holding the stars back. You gotta let them know who are training, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. I've got a few guys now, so it's pretty strong stable.
Oh, and congrats with Ellie as well, signing with MVP, man. That's amazing. We'll talk about that later anyway. But
yeah, it's massive, well deserved as well. Yeah. She's such a star in the making, and she's such a wonderful person. It couldn't have happened to a nicer, better person in boxing.
Yeah, I was down at McGuigan's gym, not last year.
When we went.
Yeah, when we went, and Ellie was down there, and I was doing a little bit of filming of her and everything, and I was just like, yeah, she's sick.
She's such a cool person. Yeah, she really deserves. She's proper been working hard in the game. Like, she lives and breathes boxing.
Yeah.
And she proper works hard. So she's really deserved what's come to her.
Where's TKV dropped off to?
Did you get jealous because of all the names I started reading?
Yeah. Jamie,
come back.
James,
there's enough room for everyone, Jay.
Listen, when you're a big man of that size, you've got a lot of emotions. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jay, come back.
You're still my favourite, Jay. Don't worry.
He'll be back in a second. He'll be back.
I'm sure he'll be back. Yeah.
But like, well, from the corner's perspective, I mean, obviously, Bazza let it be known that he was not that impressed, right?
Yeah.
From the team's perspective, you got to be happy with the outcome, right? You got to be happy with what has actually transpired now.
Well, yeah, I suppose the immediate rematch is big. Obviously, them calling for an immediate rematch is big. I know we had this conversation the other day. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be calling no contest for that." David doesn't deserve to have a loss. He didn't do anything wrong, but Jeamie doesn't deserve to have a loss on his record for that.
This is what we were saying. We were saying a second ago. Like, I agree, he doesn't deserve a loss.
Yeah,
and that's the hard thing about this.
The most important thing was that they recognised that there was an error and they've called for an immediate rematch.
Fact.
So Jeamie gets an opportunity to make it right. So it's in his hands now. Jeamie now has an opportunity to make it right, and it's within his own grasp. It's down to him now. If he trains the way he trained for the last fight, executes the game plan the same way as he did for the first 5 and a bit rounds, then that British title's just coming back to our camp and we can make it right. So that's the most important thing. But, if that ain't a no contest, what is?
Agreed. Agreed. But, it is a very hard... Listen, we're all happy that the rematch is happening. James, as the young businessman that you are, because I know you don't muck about when it comes to the P's, right?
Yeah.
You come out and you batter Dave and claim the British title. Obviously, there's going to be a trilogy, isn't there? There's going to be a third fight. There almost certainly, and that in itself, I think we could be dealing with an O2 selling copper box headliner.
Hopefully.
I think that's a bit. So, like, hey, get the bag.
You know what?
Get the bag.
You know what? You're right. I'll get the bag for sure. That's why we're here. We're chasing the bag, but
prize fight.
I do believe once I put that to bed, it'll be Clark,
okay,
or maybe Dave Allen or Fisher. Then me and Adeleye will probably circle back for another time, another title.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
You know,
Fraser's the fight to make.
Bragging right.
Fraser's the fight to make after that one for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know that has died down an awful lot though, isn't it? Because like there was a bit for a while where obviously he got his head dented in by your mate Fabs. Like that was bad for all of us.
I couldn't even what you see when we was doing a watch along for that fight, and then we saw the dent and we was like, "Is that a dent in his head?" We was like, "There's no way." I couldn't even watch it a second time. I said, "Oh my god, this is madness."
It's a bad one.
Do you know what? He was seriously injured though. He was seriously injured.
Yeah.
Of course he was. He had his
and it was
head broken,
man.
Broken, yeah.
And it's not a nice thing to see, man. You know, I DM'd him saying, "I wish you a speedy recovery straight away," because it's not a good thing to see. You know,
James, what was the nonsense about like Solomon? What was Adeleye banging on about Solomon? Yeah, like mate, I've seen the video of you calling Solomon out and calling him all manner of stuff after his fight. Like, you ain't pals. Like, what was all that about?
No. You know what? Obviously, because you see, the worst thing about it, I think over here I should be telling the truth because Adeleye is actually a liar. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Go on. No, he said a few things. He said a few things that was just jarring. Like, it's
the
like...
thing is, do you know what? He said a few things, and I left him because he knows. So he just lied to he knows, and everyone around him knows that he just lied. Yeah. So I didn't even care to say anything. I didn't care to pipe up. So he went in the interview and lied. And they asked me if I wanted to add or elaborate on what I said the day before, and I said I'm not going to say it because he knows the truth. Yeah. But you know what? So basically, but if I say it, it's going to go viral. I might hold it back.
I am not promoting just like to say things, but this is a free platform.
Hold on.
This is why I have created this space, because I want boxers and athletes to just create their own narrative, control their own narrative. The floor is yours.
Hit it.
Do you know what? I will tell you guys away from this.
Let me
just tell you
you tease.
That was the biggest tease. What kind of tease?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting for
literally.
Oh,
you know what?
James.
If I say what I say, it's gonna go viral, and then he's like. Obviously, I don't care if he's upset, but it's just. I'll leave it as that. Yeah. But
how about this? Save it for the press conference, right? Maybe the second press conference before the rematch. Really get under his skin, because that geezer cannot handle the mind games. He can dish it out. He can't take it back. You know,
he can't. And and he just started just talking weird, just lying about stuff, lying about situations that never. Like, okay, as an example, let me just talk about like some of the lies that he made. So after we finished talking. Sorry, is the connection working?
Yeah.
Go on,
You're right. You're right.
Sorry, my connection just
That's okay.
So after we stopped talking, we took a picture with Simon Jordan and everyone else.
Yeah.
And then he said, Jamie, you I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna like you won't be able to hold these shots. So I started laughing. Yeah. Then he got upset that nothing was getting to me. Yeah. And he, as soon as he saw his brother, he turned around, he tried to flex on me, and I said, then I stepped to him, and then we got separated. Then he said we was waiting for him outside with a car to come and pick us up. He said we tried to attack him, and then he said, who wants it? Like, he just kept, this guy's coming up with a story, and there's a lot of people that can say that you're lying. Like, if it was just me and him, it would be my word against him. But the fact that he's lying when there's a lot of us, it's just very weird.
It's just mental, isn't it? The professional fighters of this size and caliber are still living that. Hey, man. I think James frozen to the point where he might have to come back in a bit. But Will, so go on, run us through like how fuming really was Bazza. Did you learn some new words?
Bazza, yeah. Bazza learned to swear in about 6 different languages. Bazza was coming in Arabic and Chinese and everything, like swear words I never heard before. And I grew up on a council estate, so that's saying something.
If the geezer had a Whoop or an Apple Watch, it would have alerted medical authorities immediately.
The ECG was going crazy. Yeah, the ECG was going crazy. Yeah, and rightly so as well. Like Barry is very invested in his fighters. Like,
as he should be.
Yeah, he should be.
He lives it. Like, he's right there. You know, he's right there on that emotional roller coaster with his fighters, and when stuff like that happens, it hurts him just as much as it hurts Jamie or hurts his other fighters. So he really lives it, and he puts everything into the work that he does. And so when you see your boxer executing a game plan like almost to perfection that you strategized and you planned for 3 months, and you see him go through it to perfection, and something like that happens.
Exactly.
He was like, for me, like I was sad. Yeah. I was like sad. Like, he was absolutely livid. Like, he was so mad. And I reckon he's still throwing the C-bombs around like right now. Like, he ain't stopped swearing.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
No. Me neither. Agreed.
There's a quick question in the comments, which is, Jamie, do you think David is someone who relies on athleticism more than technique and ring IQ? That's for both of you, really.
Yeah, that's by raw.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Adeleye is technically poor. I actually think he's technically sound. Like, he's got a good technique, good punch quality, like the way he would throw his punch. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He just has a problem with throwing punches. He just don't throw enough.
Not got confidence in his gas tank, is he?
Sometimes people fall in love with the power as well, right? When you've got a few knockouts on your record,
that's what
you can box, but when you feel that heavy contact and you're knocking people out, like, it feels great, right? So I think he's just one of those guys that just thinks like, I don't need to box. At some point, I'll just catch him with one big shot. But you know, you were about to see last Saturday night that he was going to go 12 rounds and not land a clean shot. Like, I honestly believe 100% that could have gone for 12 rounds and he would not have landed one clean shot. Like, he was not, like, as the fight went on, he was getting wilder and wilder with his shot selection. He was putting more and more into it and actually getting less. Like, the shots were getting further away. Do Jeamie was getting his timing down. Jeamie was managing his distance really well. And as that fight went on, that was only going one way.
Yeah.
And I do not believe in 12 rounds he would have hit Jay with something significant other than what transpired.
And you could kind of see the shots. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you could see like the shots that David was throwing. Like, you could just see them coming from a mile off. Yeah.
They come by a smoke signal.
Yeah.
Come by a carrier pigeon.
Yeah, I was just like, he's not even disguising it. He's looking to knock Jeamie out, type of thing.
And like you say, he obviously is a good boxer because he's boxed at a good level. You don't just get to where he's got to just by having one punch power.
Yeah.
You've got most of the time to set it up, but he's fallen in love with the power and moved away from his boxing. But it's got him to where he's got today. So who are we to say that that's not the way to go for him?
Go on, Jay.
Rama.
Jeamie. Out of that purse,
there he is.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that Tottenham signal?
I was going to say that Tottenham signal is moving mad.
North London Chinese 5G.
I keep getting phone people on my line. I keep getting phone calls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I keep getting phone calls.
The only person that phones me is my mum, so we're good.
I text you sometimes.
You do text me sometimes. You're about the only one. Yeah, it's just you and Jeamie in my WhatsApp. And Barry.
Guys, if you have any questions for Will and Jeamie TKV as well, just shoot them over so we can ask them, because you guys are not getting both of them on any other stream like this. This is a Shystie Patterns thing. So
we're exclusive.
This is exclusivity right now that you're getting. They're giving us our time and everything.
If someone else offered me to come on a show like this, I'd laugh in their face.
I don't blame you.
This is what I'm saying.
I would laugh in their face. I would laugh in their face.
Thank you
I'll be so offended. How dare you?
How dare you? It's the Lord's Day. It's Sunday.
How dare you ask me to come on?
When the bat sign goes up from you guys,
I appreciate it so much.
I'll answer the call always.
Go on, Robbie. Did you want to ask something?
No, I was just going to say, like, James, we mentally, do you just obviously you handled it like an absolute G. Right? Absolute G. But mentally, do you just go like, he literally, we're all big men. If he gives me a free punch, I'm stopping him as well. Like, it seemed to be like you've just completely shrugged it off. You like completely charged it to the game. It's impressive.
Yeah. You know what? Pro, amateur. Look, I've had 72 amateur fights, 10 as a pro now. I sparred so many. I sparred world champions, people, former world champions, whatever. I sparred them all. Yeah, I've never been dropped like that. Yeah, but at the same time, it was obviously my first time getting hit without seeing a shot. You know what I'm saying? So,
from a puncher in flies. I know you had flies on as well, but you know what I mean? Like, we all know what that means.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like I felt this heartbreak before, but it's like, I understand it. It's a part of the game. You can't, just like you say, you can't go swimming without getting wet. I just understood that it's a part of the game. But,
there's some comfort as well in the direction the fight was going, right? There's some comfort in knowing that, look, if that hadn't have happened, that fight was going in one direction. If you had got a fucking beat, I shouldn't.
No, you're right. No, you're good. You're good.
If you'd have got a beat down, and it would have made you realise that these guys were levels above you, then it'd probably be a different situation for you psychologically. But the fact that you were actually coasting in the fight and you were executing the game plan. There's some comfort in knowing that that's what transpired, and look, it's devastating because we'd worked for 3 months for that fight. Before it even got matched, we were working ready to go. Like, we were training before that even got announced. People don't understand how much work these guys put in to training camps. Money, time, sacrifice. They sacrifice their family, their social time, the things they want to do. People just don't understand what goes into a training camp. And for it to start to come to fruition on fight night and then it to be snatched away from you like that is heartbreaking. But there's comfort in the fact that one, we've got a chance to make it right.
Fact.
Yep.
No, but at the
Two.
time, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, but we
Talking hindsight.
didn't, but we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
knew
I get what you mean.
we knew that there was
Something
no
could have been
way.
done.
Every 10 minutes, 15 minutes that passed after the fight, more and more people were either coming into the changing rooms, going on social media, the TV, all of the social media channels. Every 10 minutes that passed, another 10, 15, 20 comments. This is outrageous. No, should be a no contest. Rematch.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know, because you never know with the border control. But
I'll tell you what, no. The thing is like Paul Smith was livid on the TalkSport
And
stream.
Matthew Macklin as well.
Matt Macklin was fuming.
Yeah. You had like a lot of people supporting you, like coming. Even I was shocked because sometimes like these people work for certain companies or they just don't want to really say the truth. Like, but I saw a lot of people coming out. That's why I messaged you, Jay, straight away. I'm like, I was so devastated. Like, I couldn't stop talking about it. Even like the next day I was going to Rob. I just randomly messaged him. I'm pissed about. I'm pissed.
Probably like just
I'm so pissed. I'm just
ruined
pissed.
the night.
Paul Smith was actually raging in the commentary position after the fight. Ben Davison was on the curtain of the ring, just speaking to the guys in commentary, and Matt Macklin and Paul Smith was there, and he was saying like, did you hear that? And they were all saying Paul Smith was standing up. He called break. He was really animated about it because
he's such a nice guy.
Oh, no.
He's a dude. Yeah, he's a great guy, man. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
they're all of those Smith lads are great lads. They're all great lads.
I was saying to Rob, I met them out in Saudi because I was over there with Team Buatsi. So I met Paul Smith, and he was just chopping up with me after. He's just like, nice to meet you, Shy. And
they're all wicked.
Nice. Yeah,
they're wicked.
We've got a question in the comments, quick, which is from Mr. Neutral, and he said, "Was it apparent that David was looking for one punch KO, as that was backed up by the punch stats? Is that so? Going into the fight, was that you guys probably planned that he's going to try and just bomb you out?"
Well, he probably thought he can outbox me. Personally, he went in there thinking he can outbox me. When I think it took him like 4 rounds before he realized that there's no way he's outboxing me and he's getting his headbutt stuff. So he probably did feel like he had a puncher's chance anyway, but he thought he can outbox me on top of having the boxer's a puncher's chance in it. So I do believe that he went in there looking for that one punch KO, especially from the 5th round onwards. He was looking for it, but I was just touching him. I was keeping my cool, playing it cool. I wasn't getting too excited that he's walking towards me and throwing bombs towards him. I was just touching him, and I was winning the rounds that way.
Yeah, because I saw him on TalkSport, and they was like asking, like talking about the fight and whatever, and then he was just like, "No, I was gonna knock Jeamie out in the fight," and I was like, I don't know, like, because I like David Adeleye. I don't know him. I've never spoke to him, but I do enjoy watching his fights. Like I said to Rob, if he's not fighting one of ours, like a Jeamie or someone that I know, then I'd probably
he's a British heavyweight, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't think that knockout was coming in this fight. And I said to Rob as well, I'm sure it was to Rob, I was like, I have so much faith in Jeamie's chin because I was ringside for the fight when you fought the guy with the cowboy hat. I can't remember what his name is.
Hey, Harry Armstrong.
Harry, and he was swinging on you, and I was at ringside like
big dude as well,
massive, and I'm like, Jeamie is still standing up. So I've always just thought like Jeamie is not going to get knocked down in this fight. It's going to go to points if anything. I have faith. Like, so when
you're not out cardoing Jeamie either. He's got a chin and he's got a gas tank. Like Adeleye said in one of his interviews, the game, we knew that Jeamie was going to start to tire later on in the fight and we were going to knock him out.
He wasn't tired.
When does Jeamie ever tire? You know what I mean?
Mate, that trust, like, he out cardios lightweights and welterweights and like much like guys, like his gas tank is supreme at heavyweight, and you know, like you saying earlier on, mate, you didn't get out of first gear.
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
We were literally waiting for the second half of the fight to really stick it on him. And it was just going to be breaking down, and then it was going to be, right, start proper touching him up. Yeah. And we were literally waiting for the second half of the fight because, again, as as the fight went on, there's no way he could have kept that going for 12 rounds, whereas Jeamie could have kept that going all night, the pace he was fighting at. And as Jeamie started to touch him more and the contact get heavier and heavier and heavier, that would have the distance between them would have been greater. Like, so him saying that he was going to knock him out. Look, he's got belief in his power and his ability, so you can't knock him for that. But everyone as a neutral looking at that, I don't think anyone could make an argument to say where that knockout was going to come from. The only way it would have come is if Jeamie had made a mistake. That's the only way that would have come.
But even in the little segment, I think it was round 4, where he thought, I'm going to go for this a little bit. He didn't really do that much with it, right? The shots were rolled, the shots were blocked, and if anything, he got tied up immediately afterwards. It wasn't... Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Jay, go Jay, go on.
No, you go on now.
I was going to say, so, because you have never been, like, knocked down before and whatever, like, so it's like the first time, like, this has happened to you.
Yeah.
I noticed, like, you was, like, looking to the corner and, like, they was, like, telling you, like, what to do. Because normally sometimes when people haven't been knocked down, I noticed they jump up straight away and, like, it's like, no, just take, like, your 8 seconds or whatever it is. But what was going through your head, like, because it's a new feeling, isn't it? This you've never felt being knocked out before. Like, how, like, it's mad.
It was a flash, and then I said, "Bro, ref." Then when I saw him count, I got up, walked to the corner. I'm talking to them, and I'm like, Then obviously I spoke to the ref. Ref allows us to continue.
Yeah.
But when he pushes me over the second time, I was about to get up straight away. Like, I thought he wasn't going to count that either because the way I got pushed.
Yeah.
So then I saw him counting again. So I was going to get up quick, but Ben said, "Jeamie, take your 8 count." Like, if I was out of it, I wouldn't be hearing these instructions.
Yeah.
So maybe I looked over for too long. So he said, "Jay, take your 8 count." He says, "Jay, get up now."
I heard that,
I got up and I was walking towards the corner and turned around. Does he want me to be staring at him as I walk? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I was just walking towards the corner. If I was out of it, I wouldn't know to walk to the corner and look at
him. Because I thought you was, like, really, really good. Like, even because I've watched it back a few times and I was like, you paid attention to, like, your corner, you was focused, like, you took your seconds and you got up. I could hear the corner instructing you, and I thought, like, that's, like, a really good corner. Like, really, you guys, amazing.
And I was lucky enough to have Ben and Lee Wiley in the corner with Will and Barry. It was a good corner. You know what I'm saying? And as the rounds was getting on, we was cruising and we was gonna continue cruising and getting better. I feel like that it was happening, but there was more to come on that. There was more to come in that fight, man. I just never got a chance to really show it. But at least I showed everyone that I can beat him with just a jab. So next fight, we'll see.
Yeah.
Your profile has not been bigger, mate. Like, obviously flipping the table was huge. The TalkSport stuff was huge. Like, finally, and like, nice to see Ben actually not Davison, Shalom.
Yeah, Ben Shalom.
actually being a little bit more team TKV for it. Like, it's just nice to see, mate. Like,
And I'll big you up for this, Rob, as well, because I've been training Jeamie for 4 years now, and Rob has been
we've had you on from day one. Yeah,
from day one.
You've had Jamie's back from day one. Like, you've always, every time, like, Jamie's in a fight, he don't get a post-fight interview. You're on the text. What's going on? Blah blah blah. This is out of order. Blah 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 blah. Tell Jeamie say this. Tell Jeamie say that. Like, you're trying to fucking, like, promote him and get him pushed on.
I'm trying to get the job as hype man. That's what I'm trying to do there.
Mate, you're there. You're there.
Vacancy.
You've arrived.
Even at the watch party, not the watch party, the watch along, sorry, when it all happened, we're doing a watch along, so we've seen, like, everything that's just unfolded, and Rob's like this, I'm gonna message fucking Will. I'm not happy about this. He's on his phone, he's like, Will, I'm crying. We're, like, live as well, but he didn't care. And I'm messaging Jeamie, it's all bad. It was going crazy.
It was just a farcical thing, and like again, I'm really happy that the board has done something about this, because they could have. I mean, how many times have we seen them just go, What?
Oh well.
What you're saying? One of our officials
Yeah.
isn't perfect. Are you insane? Like, what you talking about? Oh, guess what?
Mm.
Your team. I think we need to do a license review, don't we?
Do you know what I feel like though? Yeah, I feel like refs and judges should start having to speak about these decisions that they're making. Like you see, like when,
they
I know
never
they
can.
won't, but I feel like something just needs to be done. And like the border control, like if a ref is doing something that the whole consensus is like this ref is fucking terrible,
The thing is,
they need to be held accountable.
He is a good ref. He just had a bad night that night, and like even like when Will and I were chatting, like when he hit your glove, there is no. I mean, run me through what you're going through your head, because like for me, if I see that, bang the glove, I expect him to bang the glove, and the hand comes in to separate you guys, right?
And do you know what the thing is? He kept telling me that he's gonna take a point off. So at this point, I became extra obedient in that sense. So I became so obedient to the point where when he said break, pulled my arm, even though Adeleye at that point Adeleye was just holding my arm. So I was showing him that it's not me holding. To bear in mind, like he can see because he's standing on the side that Adeleye is holding my arm. Yeah, he can see Adeleye is holding my arm, but he's only talking to me. He's finding a way to only talk to me, which was very odd. So the reason why I was showing him I'm not holding is because of that. And then obviously I didn't see the shot.
I feel like that ref knows he fucked up as well. Like he
did.
has
You can't not. You're on TV.
Know, like,
if he doesn't, he does now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the whole of boxing, Twitter, and just the community in general is like, this is a madness.
If I see him in Tesco's, I'm fucking egging him.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna cost you a couple of quid. Someone's doing all right, boy.
Eggs are expensive.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If I see him in Marks and Spencer's, I'm gonna hit him with a pavlova.
Will's tasting the difference.
If I see him, Jay, I'm on to him. You see me shadow boxing last week. I got a little something in the tank.
Him with a little,
getting ready.
A
little free piece.
Yeah, man, I got him, man. You know, it's not good. Matthew Brown, like he's good. He's from America. He was supporting Jeamie TKV as well. You
want to bring him in?
Yeah, let's bring Matt in. He represents Brunch Boxing. He's from America, and he was backing Jeamie TKV as well. Can we put him above Will, maybe?
Okay.
Matt, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. First of all, how you guys doing today? Thank you for having me on your lovely show on this Sunday evening.
On this beautiful Sunday service, baby. Yeah, we're joined by Jeamie TKV and Will, his strength and conditioning coach. So yeah, if you have anything that you want to ask, because I know you was in support of Jeamie. I saw your tweets and we was in our group chat like talking about the ref and everything. So yeah, fire away, Matt.
Well, I mean, how could you not be in support of him after what we saw? We saw what the ref did was wrong. But I wanted to ask you, Jeamie, how confident are you that David is going to end up fighting you in a rematch, or do you think he's just going to drop the title?
I do believe I'm confident enough for him to do the rematch just because of the whole commotion behind it, the drama behind it, everyone talking. If I was him, I would want to do the rematch. For him
he came up pretty quickly as well, to be fair to him, didn't he?
Yeah.
To say, we'll give, before the board even come out, he come out and was like, if they want to do it again, we'll do it again. And again, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. He obviously believed that he's not just talking. He obviously believed that as that fight went on, that he would get to Jeamie. So he's obviously confident in the rematch that the outcome's going to be the same. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll take the rematch and we'll go again. I'd be shocked if he didn't.
No, but Matthew's right though, because if he wants, he can easily vacate that belt and move on.
Yeah. No, if he done that though, I think that he'd get quite a lot of backlash. Like
exactly.
And also, what you're moving on to, like that's the question. Like, what are you moving on to? No one's. I don't know what. Like, that's not a attractive proposition. For if he's gonna move on from that, it's going to be a step up. Who at a level up from a British title is going to go? Oh yeah, like I'll fight that guy. Like after what had happened, people would just be like, I don't. There'd be too much pressure on on people calling for the rematch. I don't know where he's going to step up to after that fight if you don't take the rematch. Where's he going to go?
I agree.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is exactly that. Like, you're not going to get the big fight because again, like, and this is like, again, how dare I even say this with such company? How dare I? This is the one thing that you would be a little bit like just a little bit remiss about for him, because he has won the British, right? It's a massive achievement to win the British,
Huge,
but he also hasn't. You know what I mean? He's won the British.
Yeah, go on. You saying something, Rob?
Yeah, no, but that's exactly it.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, on paper, he's a British champion, but I think he knows inside it. You know, at the end of the day, he's a fighter. He's been a good amateur. He's been a good professional. He's proud. He's a legit fighter. There's no way he's comfortable with what went down, and I think that's why they come out and said that they'll give a rematch straight away, because I think he knows inside that, one, he didn't box very well. He will think that he can do better than that, for sure.
For sure.
That weren't the best David Adeleye.
Yeah.
All right. The reason it weren't the best Adeleye is because he was being neutralised by Jeamie. It wasn't that he just turned up and had a bad night. It was what Jeamie was doing that was neutralising his weapons. Planned. But he will think that he can perform better than that. And inside, I think he won't be happy with how that went down. He won't want his reign as a British champion to be tarnished by, you know, the way that went down. So he's a proper fighter. He will want to make that right. And fair play to him. He came straight out, and Adam Booth as well.
Yeah.
Said we'll rematch, no problem.
Yeah, he's been on like these massive platforms as well, saying let's run it back. So
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, that's the money fight as well.
And
more for any other fight.
Yeah,
right now.
Ed also, he don't mind a quid either, does he? He knows the commission's coming in. Like, bring it in.
Yep.
James,
money fight.
We won't keep you for too much longer, because obviously it's Sunday night, and you know you're living your best life. There's a question for you that just says, who was your inspiration boxing wise as a young man?
That's by Mr. Neutral.
Do you know what? There's two people. It has to be obviously Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield is another person that I really rate.
Your guy.
As a really young kid, before I even started boxing, like when I was really young, I just remember seeing Evander Holyfield on TV. And my dad used to watch it and stuff like that. And so Evander Holyfield, Muhammad Ali are two people that I really get inspiration from.
Okay.
What UK artists are you listening to? Like who's in your phone? I was gonna say
This is a trap. This is a trap. You got to say Shystie.
No. You don't have to say me.
You got to say Shystie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. That wasn't a setup question, but no, seriously, like what UK artists do you listen to? Maybe like when you're working.
You know what's
out?
so mad? I haven't been listening to a lot of UK artists.
Okay, who are you listening
to? A lot of Afro beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Afrobeats. No, you got to get into the Afrobeats.
I've been listening to a lot of French music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
what
a
country
bit.
Are you from? Are your parents from?
Congo.
Congo. Yeah, I'm Congolese.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of French speaking Congolese.
Oh
music,
wait, I've got a perfect question for you, Mr. TKV.
Go on.
Right. Addy of the broadcast team kept saying your name in a certain way. Now I assume that he said to you, how do I say it with a perfect Congolese accent? And you've said like Jeamie, and he's just gone with it, right?
Is it Jeamie? Nah.
But he wasn't saying like we all call you James, Jeamie, TKV, whatever. Like he was giving it. He was giving it some.
He had like
something.
Because he was just like, so you know we're excited for Jeamie coming up. And I was like,
why'd you keep calling him that, bro?
Man, I don't know you from around the way, boy. Man, say my name, goddamn properly.
Say my name,
say my name properly, man.
I was like, Rob, is his name Jeamie?
The only thing I can assume is because before the Smith Boatsi fight, he was saying Boatsi in like
How
perfect, like in the Ghanaian pronunciation,
Okay,
and I just assumed that he'd maybe even asked you or done a bit of googling, like that. Okay, so then he just
if you want us to call you Jermaine,
yeah,
like,
you
just
know what I
let
mean.
us know.
You know,
I actually think I might start doing that. I think it's only right.
It
that
kind of
you know
sounds
what?
nice as
Hey,
well.
From
you know
now
what?
on,
He's
you're
not far
Jermaine.
off though. He's not far
Oh,
off
how's the proper
my mom
pronunciation?
and my dad
Yeah.
would call me Jami.
That's what he was
Jami.
trying. That's what he
was
kept trying to say.
Jami. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
Jami.
reckon he'd been on touch with your parents and had done like
Maybe,
a little
maybe
behind the scenes little
Yeah.
Jami.
So my name is
Jamie?
Yeah, so my parents would call me Jeamie TKV.
Yep.
Jeamie TKV.
Okay.
Jeamie.
Yes, it's a mixture of my parents' name, Jeamie, but we just say Jamie in English.
That's going to be Jamie now.
Why have we gone from that to Jamie? What's going on here? Why have we
I
gone
don't know,
from that
maybe
We're just going to
you know
go
what it is?
Jamie.
Just going to school,
Yeah.
going to school in the UK. I guess everyone
Yeah,
just see your name and just pronounce it as they see it, and we just went with it, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I love it. Nice.
Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
I don't want to keep you up for too much longer. I'm
No,
so
thank you for having me.
grateful for you coming on, as well as you, Will. Like, thank you so much. You've blessed like we've been talking, guys. It feels like we've been talking for like 10 minutes, but we've been talking for nearly an hour, and I appreciate that so much. I know TalkSport can't get you guys for an hour, so I really, I really appreciate you, Jay and Will, and
Thank you.
we're always rooting for you.
Always.
All the time.
Always,
Feel free to come down to the watch
and we
party
appreciate
next week.
you. We really do. We really
Thank you so
appreciate
much,
you.
man.
We'll
Come
come
down.
down. Yeah.
We'll see you maybe on the 26th.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything on 26, come. If you're not going to the fight for Ben and Eubank, feel free to come down to the watch
There's
party.
no way you get.
Cool.
Look, even though it's in Tottenham, I'm telling you, even I can't get in. Them tickets are.
But it's long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. And I know
Stadium events, man, they're the worst from that perspective.
Lads,
Yeah,
when
come
that
with
night
us.
finishes, you're out. You're there for 2 hours waiting to get
Have
out.
some food. Be on the panel for 20 minutes. Have a nice time.
Come down. Like,
Yeah,
we'll
cool.
send you some
100%.
tickets. Come
Yeah.
through. It's local as well. Well, I'm not sure where Will lives, but Jay.
Will lives in like.
Well, where is it?
It's like it's
pretty much France.
It's like 20 minutes from like where we live, Jay. Like Tottenham. It's like about 20 minutes.
What? Enfield, Edmonton.
We'll message you after.
Yeah,
we'll give you all the details because we do a little bit of mystique on the venue unless you've bought a ticket. We can't have all these haters just turning up.
Yeah. Doing a madness.
I get you.
But it's local, so feel free to come through. We'll look after you. We'll get you food, and like my cousin cooks there. Denzel Bentley was there last time. He was like, "Shy, the food was banging." We'll pattern it.
Big up Dens.
Big up Dens, my guy.
Big up Dens.
He said if he's not at the fight, he's coming as well.
Yeah.
Tell Chris come as well. Like tell the guys, just come through.
Yeah, I'll tell. All right, then I'll make sure I bring people.
Yeah. Come through. You're more than welcome. You as well, Will. Just come through. We'd love to have you guys.
Appreciate it.
Before you go, who have you guys got? Ben or Eubank?
Let Jamie go first.
Do you know what? It's not even who I got. It's who I want.
Okay.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you want
I want Conor Ben to win.
Oh, is it?
The reason why is because look, I say this here. I know both guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in the gym with both guys. Come across both guys. Chris Eubank, sometimes he comes across a little bit full of himself.
Okay.
Obviously, no disrespect. Like he probably won't greet you. Conor Ben will stop, take his time, greet you.
I like that.
Do you know what? You're actually right. Like he actually does do that. Like
so I wish him the best.
I'm going with Junior. Like, I think Junior wins that fight. I think Junior weathers the early storm, and then just beats him up.
Oh, okay. Well,
so I'm going with Junior, but you're absolutely right. I don't know Junior, but I've seen Conor Ben a lot of things, and he talks to everyone. He always makes an effort to talk to people. He shakes everyone's hand. He's not arrogant. He's super friendly to everyone that comes out. And a good guy. So look, I think there's no loser in that fight. It's a massive fight, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're both going to do really well out of it. And but I think Junior will take it.
Well, there we have it.
Let's go.
We'll see you guys on April the 26th, where we can see what's going on live in the flesh.
Oh yeah,
let's go, man.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you too. Big time.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Bye, mate.
That was sick. That was so sick. Oh my days, Rob. Look at me. Look how I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat. because that was amazing. And thank you for hooking up Will as well. Thank you. You are the man.
There we go.
You are that. Like, wow, we still got so much to go through.
Do you want to go through the? Do you want to
Should we go
start
through-
with the weekend?
Yeah, let's start with the weekend. Big up all the guys in the chat that's asking questions. Big up Brunch Boxing for joining us. We will, be taking like you guys calls and stuff, so you can jump on and chop it up with us as we go through these fights. So yeah, just you got the link. Click the link. How much people can we take at a time for this? Pause.
I would say,
Wow. Crazy. Went a bit left there.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to get.
Yeah.
We need our own pause
Let's-
graphic.
Right.
I would say that no more than 2 at once.
All right, so we're
on
gonna have
this.
two-
We can do more,
yeah.
but it's going to start to look busy.
Yeah, it's gonna look a bit busy. So let's get 2 guys on at a time. So yeah, guys, if you want to jump on and talk about some of the fights that we had this weekend, Boots versus Stanionis.
Right. Do you want me to throw up what happened?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go. Let's get it up. Look at this.
So, I mean, from
Oof.
I mean,
Here
it's
comes
just,
the uppercuts.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my days. Boots, big up Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Sorry, can we just pause this for 1 second?
Of course we can.
Right. So Boxing Beats and Rhymes, big him up, right? Because he is he has such a good boxing channel.
Okay.
So before I even got into boxing, I would listen to Beats' channel all the
Okay.
time. Like literally, if I wanted to catch up on boxing or if I don't really understand,
Yeah.
I listen to Beats' YouTube channel
Yeah.
and my information is being stored.
Mate,
Yeah.
Beats, you got the link in there. Jump on the
Beats, if
call.
you want to jump on, you just missed Jeamie TKV and Will. I'm not sure if you saw him, but I just wanted to give a big shout out to Beats because he's amazing. He's really nice, and he's very unbiased with everything. Like
Big
on
man,
his
put
channel.
your channel link in the chat for me, please. I'll have a little look.
Yeah, Beats. Just drop. I know Beats is very modest. He doesn't really like to promote himself. And
Yeah,
stuff.
so
He's
I just want to see it. Otherwise,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up, and I don't want to do that because it's like.
Love that. Okay,
Right.
so who we've got? I will jump on, but Pretty Woman make me shy. You know, who's pick up Mike.
Shout out Mike.
Big up Mike. But yeah, the links in the chat, guys, if anybody wants to jump on. But we're just gonna go through again the fight. Like, so if we just play it one more time. Sorry,
Yeah, let's hit
Boots
it.
and Stanionis last night. This was Boots.
So from round 1, a mate of mine, I said that Boots is going to batter this geezer,
Yeah.
right? Yes, he's a world champion. Yes, all of that other stuff. There was no way that Boots, given this opportunity,
Was
right,
gonna show
with the
up.
ring on the line, as well as another title, as well as his title,
Yep.
he's taken over the division at that point.
Yeah.
He not avoided. He chose other fights to unify this division. Now he's got that chance to do it against someone dangerous like Stanionis.
Yep.
Who apparently made 10 times what he made before or something in this fight. Boots took less money to secure this
No
fight,
way.
which I like, right?
Man on
So
a
look,
mission.
how tough was Stanionis? Like, he took some licks,
He took a
right?
beating.
So the corner then stopped it in between this, in between round 6 and 7, I think it was.
Yeah, it
right?
was in the corner. Yeah.
From the perspective of like the one critique that comes from Boots all the time is that they say he gets hit.
Yeah,
The
his
reason
defense
that
is
he
leaky.
gets hit is because he's putting himself in that position to do cool shit,
Yeah.
right? He's there to try and throw 4 uppercuts,
Yeah.
and you're fighting a world champion. Of course, you're going to get hit back.
Yeah.
Stanionis probably hit him 5 or 6 good shots, right? Now, if you were an absolute hater critic, you would say that he shouldn't be there for those shots. But if he's not there for those shots, then he also can't do all of the cool stuff that he does that we all love to see.
Yeah.
And let's be real, like the Showtime Boots that we all saw doing all of the mad things that he did, like that is the one that comes back. And DAZN need to get that out of there. And like, who you got? You got Brian Norman,
Yep.
he's got 2 first names, instantly can't
Yeah.
trust him, right? And you got Mario Barrios, who are the other champions in the division,
Yeah.
right? I would imagine
And what about Fandora? Sebastian Fandora, is he one?
that's upper division.
Okay.
Right, for 147, so you got Boots, he's now Ring Magazine, IBF, and WBA.
Oh yeah.
Then you
Sorry,
got
yeah.
Mario Barrios,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
is the WBC, who's the
He's the
guy
one
that
that Tank
lost.
beat.
He's the one exactly he lost the Tank, but he's tough.
Yeah.
He seems a cool guy.
He fought Ugas, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he beat him as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
and he's big as well.
Yep.
That's the one thing that you would say that probably he's got a little bit of a size advantage, pause, on for the rest of them. But Boots should handle Barrios easy. Boots should handle Brian Norman easy. Boots.
You think so? I think Brian Norman's quite good though.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's very good. But I think Boots is one of those guys where you don't know how good he is. And he will always fight to the level of his opposition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there we've just seen him blow out a world champion in 6 rounds.
Made it kind of easy
Bad.
as well.
Bad.
Yeah.
Right? And there's no reason to think that. I mean, we've seen Tank stop Barrios at a lighter weight. Sure. Boots stops Barrios probably pretty easily. Probably. But and the thing is as well with Boots, because like if you listen to him and like, did you listen to Sean Porter when he was on there?
No, I just saw like a fly just shoot past and it's like landed on the light. I just heard it hit it.
Like Sean Porter was saying that he did like some very recreational rounds with Boots, and he just said how amazing he was.
No way.
Right? How amazing he was. He's got proper power, which you can see. He's thick and long. Balls. Which is kind of what we want. And he can bang and he can fight in either stance, and he just is. He is the guy.
Yeah.
He really is the guy, and like you could easily see him going up 2 divisions. He's massive at 147.
He is massive because this is 147. I'm sure Conor Ben said he wanted to fight Boots as well.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, because he said that recently as
well.
well.
Yeah, no, he's been saying that for a while.
Feed me to Boots, any of them. I'll take on any of them.
Mario Barrios. I'm WBC.
Yeah,
I
want all of this because after I fight you back, I'm coming back down to
how upset are you going to be when I turn up with the vampire in Brooklyn hair? I might just
please do what for the watch party.
Yeah,
please do it. Do it. You're doing that. You gotta do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you
listen, depending on the level of donations that comes in the next couple of weeks, I will 100% go to, you know, those viral things where they do like fake hair.
Yeah.
And then just chop it to make it look like it's my head. And then I'll just go into the office the next day and I'll be like, no, I just didn't cut my hair this weekend.
Yeah. This weekend as well.
That's no. Honestly, I'm just after Easter. Just go back in on the Tuesday after 4 days off and be like, no, I just
do that. Watch party vibes. Guys, come down to the watch party, April the 26th. Jeamie TKV, the whole squad is coming down. We're all rolling through. It's gonna be vibes. It's gonna be in East London as well. So okay, cool. So Boots put on a really good show. He put on a good performance. That was that was really, really good. I was impressed. I was really impressed. It was so late. I was like,
I'm amazed that you stay up for these.
No,
next day, the zone on demand. The
thing is, I was up, so I watched Ray Ford as well. Ray Ford,
Ray Ford's the man.
He was really good, but I fell asleep.
Yeah,
so I didn't get to see who won, but I saw that he won on that ED. So I had slept.
Yeah, and
then I woke up because it was like in the background, and then I heard the ring announcers. So I was like, oh shit, okay, he's coming on. So then there's this fly that's killing me.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So,
Professional.
so that's the only reason I watched it, because I was like in and out of sleep, just falling asleep.
It's nice to see Eddie love Boots and Boots love Eddie.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's been a while since we've seen someone like he jumps in, and also the last time he was in Philly, that was when, do you remember he had like just the cardigan with no shirt underneath? It was such an own goal.
No way.
Yeah. And it was a bad look. He got so much abuse for it.
No way.
Like he just went black cardigan.
Yeah.
No shirt underneath. No, just
Eddie.
Just be. You can't do that.
What with a chest out?
Just chest out.
What?
Just chest out.
Right, we need to get that up. Not today, but later on when I go home.
Yeah, no. I'll definitely be able to find it for you. It was like the last Boots card, I think, or maybe Sky Nicholson was on there as well. And I assume that maybe someone picked it out for him.
Shit, man, he's on his Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, but he was proper buzzing for Boots to win that. He came straight in, and Boots went straight to him as well. Like, and that's what you like to see, because Boots represents the future of Matchroom America. And
do you know what I do like about Eddie? I feel like he's like that with a lot of his fighters. He's really like hands-on. If I was a boxer, I would want.
Yeah.
I need to sneeze.
Bless you.
Excuse me. That was very unprofessional. But when you got to sneeze, you got to sneeze.
You have.
Sorry.
This is because we're real. We're so real, and everyone's making friends in the comments, which is what we like.
Love that. Yeah. I think Eddie's a really good pro. If I was a boxer, I'd want Eddie Hearn to be. But I do love Frank Warren. I do love Frank.
Yeah,
Warren.
I do too.
I love Frank Warren. Frank Warren, maybe because he's from the East End, like we grew up in the East End. He just reminds me of like an uncle that just doesn't give a shit. He shows it how it is.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's my guys. Yeah.
The thing, it's the difference between East End and Essex, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Eddie's dad made the money and moved out.
Yeah.
Frank has now moved out, but the boys,
he's mixing it up. Yeah, he's mixing it up. Yeah. I love it.
If you were a fighter, which promoter would you go to? If you had the choice of all of them, which one would you pick?
Eddie.
You go Eddie.
Yeah, it would be Eddie or just Frank out of all of them.
They're the two, but there's got to be one that you go for.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just feel like he's a bit younger.
Yeah.
Or quite a lot younger.
Yeah.
He's kind of tapped in, so he knows it, and he just rides for his boxers.
He does.
Like Frank does as well, but Frank can't really be outside as much as Eddie can be.
He can't.
Like he can't be traveling and doing all these things. Last time he had a hip replacement and
back problems. Geezer shot him in the head. He sends the boys, doesn't he?
He sends the boys now.
Yeah.
So if it was back in the day, obviously Frank Warren. But right now, Eddie Hearn is the guy that I would sign to.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I'd probably do Frank. If you're an up and coming fighter, if you're a new fighter, you go Frank.
Yeah.
Frank develops fighters better than anyone else on the planet.
You're right.
Right. But if you're an established fighter that's looking for a better deal,
this is a trick
you
question.
go for.
You tricked me.
No, I didn't. I didn't, but I didn't define the parameters.
Yeah. See,
actually, what's the dilemma this week?
When I give you the moral dilemma,
hit me. Let's go.
Everything is very this and that.
Oh, I want the dilemma.
All right, I'll give it to you guys. If you're watching quickly, we're gonna just, I'll give you the moral dilemma. Normally, before we start off the patterns, I always start off by giving Rob a moral dilemma. So I'm gonna give it to him. If you guys are watching, I'm gonna give it to you guys. Leave your answer in the comment box. Call in, whatever.
Whatever you want to do.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is the moral dilemma. You get hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hacker has your password for your entire camera roll.
Yeah.
Your text messages.
Yeah.
Voice notes, everything.
Yeah.
They plan to leak this worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna go on every platform, broadcast to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you do one thing.
Go on.
You gotta push a button again.
What, to kill someone?
But this time you push a button and the person you love the deepest, will live in constant anguish and despair. But they'll never know it was you. But they will suffer forever. Do you protect your own secrets or do you protect their life?
Their life. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I'll tell you what I do.
Go on.
I'll tell you what I do. When they say
Rob.
No.
Rob,
what?
You cannot add your extra bits on.
Of course I can.
This is what I'm saying about Rob.
Of course I can.
Go on. Eric is on. Let's add Eric. Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna add Eric.
Eric likes the dilemmas. He messaged me and he's just like, Shy, like go through that dilemma. Yeah, go on. What are you gonna add?
Let me tell you. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, what's up?
Right, Eric. Hold on a minute, mate. Right.
I'm just going through the moral dilemma.
Let me paint this
Give it to
very
me.
clearly for
Yeah,
you. To remove the potential of someone that I love the most living a life of anguish. Could be one of them two, right?
Yeah, true.
And someone is going to release what's on my phone.
Yeah.
I'd say less. Get the phone out. I'd film myself hurting myself on the Lord's Day, right? And I'd say, "There's another one for you, mate. Release it all. Don't care."
But
now,
the thing is,
now,
you're a good person.
No.
You pressed the button once on any of these.
No, I can't. I mean, like in the Dark Arts group, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
There's some stuff.
Yeah.
There's been things on my phone in the past where I've sent it to someone or shown it to someone and said, "Oh, let me have that." But I can tell you exactly what it was as well. And he's shown someone, and that someone didn't talk to me that got shown because I sent it to him for 2 weeks.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you now, but maybe I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah.
That's fine.
Eric,
what would you do?
Yeah, they can post that stuff. I don't care. Nah, this one for sure they can post it. Nah, I'll post it myself. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. See,
it is what it is on that one. I know it'll be my kids. If they have to go down who I love the most, my kids, and see my kids in pain, post it.
Bothered.
See, I need someone that hasn't got
Morals.
Yeah.
Someone
because
who's completely and utterly
yeah.
just an
I would
ego-driven
press
I mean,
psychopath.
on the record
I'd press
boxing,
the
he might.
button for the money, and
No, but
that
hold
boat
on a
thing.
second. Hold
The
on,
boat one.
Eric.
What was the boat one last week?
Eric, hold on, wait, hold on.
The boat one. Oh mate, the boat one was naughty.
The boat one was funny. So the boat one was you're on a boat. There's 5 of you guys, right? One person is unconscious on the boat. There's only enough food for 4 people.
Mm.
So the people on the boat are saying to you, throw the person that's unconscious off the boat so there's enough food for us until we get rescued.
Yeah.
Do you throw that person off, or do you all just starve because the food rations is not going to last?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I've already said to you.
Rob was talking about I'll just edge them onto the edge.
I know, but then you threw in some absolute spanners into
Go
the
on,
work
Em,
that
give
it
it
could
to
be
him.
someone that you love that's the person that's out cold. And if it's that, I'm halving my food and being ready. There you go, because I
That's
am
not an option.
I am that guy. But also, I
on.
might just at that point, if they're telling me to kill someone, they're probably the one that's going off the boat.
Eric, what are you doing?
But this one, yeah. If they're unconscious, you can't have names with it, surely.
No, wait, hold on, Eric.
No,
Tell
my thing is,
Rob what you would do. Tell Rob what you told me you would do if you was on that boat, because I was in tears. Go on.
I would be in charge of driving the boat. If somebody, I would say, right, I'm going to say this once and once only. We're coming up to a big wave. People, if you are not holding on, you will fall off. So if you can't hear me right now, that is not on me. You should be conscious.
Yeah, you're putting it in the hands of the universe, mate. You're trying to be a conduit to the divine.
Eric is just like, if you're unconscious, I said it.
Yeah,
but he was unconscious, so he could. So this wave that's coming up, he's off the boat.
Yeah, I'm turning into that wave.
That's so freaking funny. When Eric said that, I said, Eric, you're bad guy, man. This is bad, but I hear it.
That's just the universe, isn't it? It's not my fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I gave instructions to people to hold on. If you can't hear me, that's unfortunate. Because I can't hold on and hold you at the same time. You see what I mean? I need to save myself.
I do hear it. That's hilarious. E, what did you think about the boxing last night? If you watched it, did you watch it?
Yeah. I was like you. I was in and out of sleep. I was trying to stay up. I fell asleep through Amari Jones, is it?
Yep, Amari Jones.
Yeah, I fell asleep through his. I woke up. I watched Raymond Ford. He was really good.
Yep.
His hand speed's ridiculous.
Yeah, he was doing some crazy angles.
Yeah, he was really good. But Boots put on a show. I think people going on about, oh, he needs to be careful about getting hit and all this. Like,
I don't think he cares.
This was a guy who a lot of people picked to beat Boots, by the way. So
which is mad, isn't it?
The fact that he's landing on Boots, if you picked him to beat Boots, or you picked him to give Boots a hard fight, him landing on Boots shouldn't be a surprise.
No.
Like, people getting downplayed because they're getting hit by shots in a fight. Like, it's a bit crazy to me. I think Boots put on a show. I think from the first round, I think Stanionis had felt Boots' power, especially to the body. I think a body shot what Boots landed. Stanionis, he looked like that hurt.
Yeah.
And Boots looked in his element for me. I think he did everything he wanted to do in there. I don't think he was in much trouble.
When he wanted as well.
Yeah, he was riding a lot of the shots as well. So he was riding with the shots what Stanionis was landing. But yeah, he's proved he's number one in that division by a mile.
Agreed.
That was like his best performance that I've seen him do.
At that level, for sure. There's been a few performances he's had before where it was just like, what was that?
That's what I'm saying. I've seen some of his performances, and I've just been like,
I said about Karen though. About Karen, I said I think a lot of people, including myself, didn't realize how good Karen actually is. Because I think you put Karen in there with another welterweight, you'll realize that guy is actually decent. I think the second time round, Boots took him lightly because he'd already beat him 12-0 the first time, and
exactly.
Karen changed his game plan up, and his game plan was really good, and he's actually a good boxer. So doing that to Boots, that was a harder fight for Boots than Stanionis. Boots did not look in trouble not once against Stanionis.
Literally, he was like cruising.
Yep.
I said, what the heck?
He put a proper beating on him.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Go on, E. Go on.
No, I enjoyed the performance. I don't think anybody can downplay that performance.
Yeah. So I was going to say, I forgot, because Eric is a new caller, We've got to spin the wheel for him.
Oh, you ready?
Eric.
Yeah, what do I have to do?
I don't know if you can see it, but we've got a wheel here. So first
Yeah, I
time
can
callers.
see it.
Yeah,
Go on.
we're gonna spin it, and then we'll let you know what it lands on. Okay, this is not bad. Eric, pick 3 fighters that you'd bring to a house party.
Oh, well, it'd be my three favorite fighters anyway.
Oh, then.
So it'd be
Yep.
AJ,
Mhm.
Haney, and Eubank Jr.
That's a good night out.
It's a good night out.
That's a good
Apart
night
from
out.
Haney.
Yeah, I feel like Haney. No, but then I've seen Haney at parties. He's with the strippers and he's throwing a lot of money. So he looks like he might be a bit
Is
of a fun
he?
boy in the clubs, maybe. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Eubank will bring his belts.
Yeah.
AJ's getting on the mic.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, like you're mind sweeping after AJ's been into a venue. You got nothing.
Yeah,
you got no. If you're going there for anything other than a good time, if you're going there to maybe meet a young lady, you're done.
It's finished.
There's literally no point, right? The
I'm
only
married,
thing
I'm
that you
married
can
off.
pray
I'm
for.
married off. I'm good. I'm married off.
Yeah, don't matter.
you're
But
good,
the
you're
only
good.
thing you can pray for is that he goes over to them and says, "Oh, like my friend quite likes you," and they go, "Oh my god."
Yeah. He needs to be a good wingman.
Oh my god.
It's a long night.
You can't be a good wingman when you're 6'7" and a unit like that, because it's just
they're
like,
just gonna be like that. What did you say?
yeah, I'm literally ovulating right
I
now.
was like, what did you say?
Yeah, literally
Who's your
breathe
friend?
with
I can't
me.
see anybody in the room apart
Yeah,
from
exactly.
you, AJ.
Oh, it's so crazy.
you're
How am I
mad.
climbing up you like this? Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay, cool. So, let's talk about quickly. Eubank and Ben.
Okay.
I know Eric is a very big Eubank fan.
Yep.
So let's just have a little.
And one of our panelists.
Yeah, and Eric is one of our panelists, one of our good panelists as well. May I add, he's very good.
You didn't need to say that.
Oh, sorry. He's one of my favorites. Like, he's a good panelist.
Nah, I appreciate it.
I can't wait to have you. Yeah, I can't wait to have you next week, man. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be vibes. But yeah, let's discuss like who has the edge, why, considering like their stars and recent performances. Yeah, who have we got? Like, I know we just spoke a little bit with Jeamie and Will. But yeah, let's break it down a little bit, like, because Eubank didn't look great in his last fight. But
he hasn't looked great for a long time.
Yep.
Right. He hasn't looked. But the thing is like,
and then also,
who's he fighting? You don't really look good against Cerameta, and like Bellew said it best the other day. He's not a good boxer, but he's a very fun fighter.
Yes,
right.
Agreed, yeah.
And anyone that says anything about his chin, listen, we've seen Eubank eat hammers off of a fully grown George Groves, right, and eat them. George Groves was like 190 that night, and Eubank was like 170. Like, and let's not beat around the bush. Groves cracks, right? Yeah. Eric, who you got winning, dude? Unbiasedly. Unbiased.
No, I generally have Eubank. I saw a video. He's not back with Roy Jones, is he?
No.
No.
He's still with Steve Rolls. Not Steve Rolls. What's the big geezer?
Bomac.
No. I've completely spurred. Jonathan Banks.
Jonathan Banks.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Banks, right? Yeah, I think Eubank will be on the front foot in this fight. I generally think if you look in Eubank's earlier career, he did better when he was on the front foot. Like, shots go. Like, Eubank's a combination puncher. That's where he's best at. When he went with Roy Jones, like on the back foot, like trying to jab, and it wasn't exciting, and that's not how Eubank fights. I think he might turn back the clock and fight how he's used to, because I think if he fights like that, Conor Benn will be surprised, because I think they're expecting Eubank to be on the back foot. If Eubank comes on to the front foot and throws in combinations, he'll probably stop Conor quite early. And a lot of people, when I've said that, they're like, nah, it's not going to happen. Conor's going to come out and that's it. Conor might run into some shots. And I think Eubank will step to him. I don't think he'll box him.
I agree. And Jonathan Banks is known for like fighters that are older, right? You know, he done a lot with Klitschko. He's done a lot with Triple G. You know, he has a very solid style. He's an ex-world title challenger himself. Like he's Kronk, he's Manny Stewart, like Disciple, all those other ones. Like he is a great trainer, and I would have thought that they would have. I can't imagine that Connor's got enough power to one-shot trouble him. But what I do think, he's probably got the ferocity and volume to do it. But then that's also Junior's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Junior can punch. People
Junior
forget
can
he's actually a bit. He's actually a big puncher. He can punch. He can crack. I think
So he's not like a one-shot
no,
demo
not one
job, but
shot.
what
No.
he is, he's an attritional. It's like a B-hop kind of power, right? He hurts you. It's all subconcussive, but by the end of that fight, you're like, oh, I probably should have just gone down.
And that's when his best work, because his punches, you feel them. There was in so many combinations. He was throwing like 4, 5, 6 shots at a time.
Yeah.
Before, and now when he went with Roy, he just went to the jab really, and trying to use reflexes. That's not his game at all.
Which was ironic because I don't think Roy threw 3 jabs in his entire career, did he? You know what I mean? He was just threw leaping left hooks, and he was just a predator.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, Eubank looks stiff doing that. He looks way too stiff doing that. I don't like it. He seems he stands tall as well when he's fighting like that, which is a kryptonite. Well, Eubank with his wild not Eubank, sorry, Connor with his wild swinging shots.
I don't think Connor is that wild anymore. Like I think everything he throws is very like he's very fun to watch. Connor, I like him as a fighter. But like the reality of it is, he's had a couple of fights now at 154. He ain't really done much damage to those geezers at all. And now he's fighting someone that's known to be able to take licks, who's drastically bigger than him.
And Connor's not fought a puncher
Ever.
a puncher. He's not fought a puncher. That Pernard was the biggest scare he'd had.
That's crazy.
Compared to punches, he's never fought a puncher. He stayed away from punches, to be quite honest with you, since that happened. Everybody he's fought, the Chris Algieris, and they can't punch.
No.
So Eubank will be the biggest puncher he's been in there with.
Well, I mean, I agree, and he's also the biggest man he's been in there with. So, like,
the size difference is like when
it's
Chris
two weight divisions.
Yeah, when Chris egged him, I saw like how big Chris looked like when he was just like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" That's the first time that I've really like taken notice of it, and I said, "This is a bit crazy."
Yeah.
And Connor is not like a big 147. Like he's quite small, right?
Yeah, he's not a big. He's not a. Yeah, he's like 154 is about his limit.
Oh, okay.
His limit for being a pro. Like he's really open about it. He said that this is the only one at middleweight that he's probably going to do.
Okay.
Unless they have to rematch it again. Yeah. And I would imagine that if there's some sort of rematch and Connor has won it and they call it again, it will be in Connor's favor, and then we'll be back down to the 158 catch weight dilemma.
That's crazy. Like he can't do that. Chris can't do that.
No. I don't even want to see a rematch, no matter who.
No one does. But
what if it's like really
but like from the perspective of like the event and everything, it's the biggest fight. Other than Fury versus Joshua, it's the biggest fight. Like, no one else wants to see anything else. Like I'm kind of, I shouldn't be, but I am into it.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
I'm quite into it.
I'm a bit surprised about the level of promo though. The promo hasn't been like the trailer come out like. I expected to see 24/7s. I expected to see stuff everywhere. I expected to see buses going past with eggs on them and like.
The thing is, what I find with like it's Riyadh season that's doing this, right?
Riyadh season Ring. This is a Ring magazine one.
Ring magazine one.
Turkey's fights. I just feel like this the promo, the main one, like they do, like the final one, is always amazing. It looks like a film trailer. You're like, wow, I'm always blown away. But I just feel like
but do you know who sees those?
Pardon?
You know who watches those?
Me.
Us.
Yeah.
Us fans watch those. And then what you do, like with the AJ and Ngannou one, which was out of control, just street fighter, you're just like, have you seen this? And people are like, no, I'm not seeing this. And then you give it to them. And they're like, that was amazing.
I feel like
the
run. I just feel like the run up, like maybe like a couple weeks up, there should be something going on weekly, even if it's small.
Fact.
But just something just to keep the fight in people's minds, because it is a big fight and it's sold, so they might be thinking, oh, we don't need to. But I just feel like the word is not out enough. Like, I want to be on that timeline and I'm like, oh my God, some more shit. Like, that's how I want to feel. But
Yeah.
at the minute,
Yeah.
it's just, I feel like we do so much
feel
promoting
like
for the
the
watch
1,
party.
2, 3, 4 weeks away isn't enough.
Yeah.
What I need to
Yeah.
see, I need to
Yeah.
see, I need to see 24/7s. I
Yeah.
need to see. I know they're popping up now on
Yeah.
YouTube, but I need to see that everywhere.
And it's not even just with Chris and Ben. It should be like for like.
I want to see what's
Annie,
going on with
Yard.
Yard and Lyndon,
What's
because
going on?
they're not pals.
Yeah, like, so
Let's hear Lyndon giving him.
what is going on with Anthony Yard and Lyndon? I want to see the behind the scenes for that. I want to see like their two coaches, Tunde and Pat.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat,
Pat.
yeah. They had their little thing. Like, they should be building all of these things up. Like,
Yep.
and it's not just on them. It's like the people that's promoting the fight.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Chris Billum Smith.
Yeah, bothered.
I didn't even know that Chris was fighting again on it.
He's below. He's now been moved below the British title fight.
Yeah.
Chev and Vidal. Who cares?
These two, where the hell are they? I
Where-
haven't seen Chev since he lost the last fight.
Yeah.
But again, this is so. I think this is maybe something to be debated. The pattern after next week, because obviously next week is
Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker. But from the perspective of a broadcaster, no one did it better than HBO.
Yeah.
It's simple as like
their
we
ones
were
sick.
hyped,
Yeah.
and this was like we were all buzzing to
Yeah.
see the next episode of 24/7. We were on the edge of our seat waiting for the 4 weeks out. Even Showtime did the epilogues and all that other
I
stuff.
love.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Right?
They were
epilogues were
so
brilliant.
goodly. Yeah.
When you have unlimited money like Mr. Ali Sheikh, and he keeps banging on about doing it, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Let's start seeing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Mr.
You think at the moment it's a byproduct of we're getting so many fights week after week. We seem to be having cards on, like obviously Boots last week. Then you've got the Ben Whittaker and that this week. They're just concentrating on making fights, and they're leaving the promotion
Right.
to
All I'm going to say,
just
if you're
dwindle.
opening up your coin purse,
Get a team, assign a
right?
team.
But this is it, right? If
Yeah.
you're opening up your wallet to the extent where you're renting out
Times Square.
Times Square, and that's not even open to the public anymore, I don't
Yeah.
think. Right? You're renting out one of the most just ridiculous places on the planet to put a card there.
Yeah.
Then you need to be making your money in DAZN. Like, and I understand that this is not about making the money back on the event, but eventually we're going to have to, aren't we? There's only
Literally.
so much
Money that I can keep giving out without it coming back
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, because that Times Square card they've not
That's
They're
promoted.
not promoting
Hey,
Canelo. It's
it-
Times
they've
Square.
barely-
Anyways, on Sunday, did you like?
And
Who
And
cares?
it's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's literally 3 days
Yeah,
back
it's-
to back. They've got fights, and you're not hearing
Turkey
about
Alashik,
it.
if you're watching this, assign me and our team. Yeah, we will get out there.
Also, let's not forget this geezer.
Yeah, come
Rick
on,
Reno,
man,
you
Rick.
know that I'm going to move over a little bit. Look, Rick, if you want to be part of the crew, like, give us a little shout, mate.
Shout us.
You are the man.
Because we are passionate and we will. I've got so much ideas, like, of things that I want to see, that if we was put in a position,
Fact.
we could get this shit done.
I just
Like,
need budget.
give the budget and we will get it done.
Yeah.
Because it's just not enough. Like, speaking about these fights, like you said, we got the Canelo and his name Skull fighting. We've got
Skull, yeah.
the big Times Square fight. That's a week after the watch party, right?
Yeah, the week after the watch party. And you
week
got,
after the
Friday,
watch
Saturday,
party.
Sunday. Mega fight card, right?
Can't hear shit about even like the presser. It was, you've got like some of the dopest characters. Like, I'm just talking
Yeah.
like personality wise,
Yeah,
not
No, I know what you
personally, yeah?
mean.
They should have been on those press conferences going crazy. The shit was boring as
Oh,
hell. It was
Yeah, whoever was hosting those two press
Yeah.
conferences.
Oh,
both
that
of them
horrible.
were
little Ring
like-
magazine geezer with the
Yeah.
ponytail.
yeah, with the ponytail.
Yeah, what was he doing? Like,
Go on, E.
you've got Theo there. I can't
Yeah.
stand Theo, but you need to let him talk.
Yeah.
Who?
Let
Theo-
Theo
Theo
talk.
Theo.
Oh,
Let
TFU.
Ryan
Okay,
go.
it sounded like you were
Yeah.
saying Theo, lad.
Yeah. Theo, like, yeah, Theo, even Ryan Garcia as well.
Yep.
You've got like
Yep.
rile up some stuff between him and Devon.
Yep.
Like, this is the first time these guys have been in the same space since the drug thing.
Mhm.
What the hell's going on?
But the thing is
Yeah.
that they are making moves for this now because Jim Lampley's back, isn't he? Jim Lampley's back for that weekend,
Okay.
right? Which, you know, he is the most iconic. It's like Jim Lampley and what's his name? Adam Smith, right? And we're always
Smith,
picking
yeah.
Jim Lampley. Let's be real about that one. If you got commentary between Jim and Adam,
You
like
know what?
Adam's
I
the
don't
man.
even know.
the Sky Sports geezer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Jim Lampley is the one.
Okay.
Right, of all of them, you hear his voice and you're like, that's
Okay,
the
okay,
voice of
okay,
boxing.
yeah.
He's like the buffer, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy. Why is he not presenting these? He ain't doing anything else. You know what I mean? Like I ain't seen. What you could have had Roy Jones doing that. Roy would have smashed it.
I just think there's just so much ideas of like just getting these fights to be spoken about a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough for just us who live and breathe this thing to an extent, right? It needs to be like how I know a fight is big is when my siblings message me because they are not into boxing like how I'm into it. But when they're like, "Oh, Shen, when is this AJ fight?" Or like when he's fighting in Garnu or Daniel Dubois, like when is he fighting? What day is it so I can book it off? That's how I know a fight is big. But when they're not speaking about it, it's just like
it's an
just me
insular
talking
sport,
to you guys.
but this is the gift and the curse of like the DAZN thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we've got it all on one platform now.
Yeah.
No one cares. Right, so they need to do these big things, which is like on a shameless plug on one of my videos on the Fighting Words channel. One of those ones is like now they have to do Netflix.
Yeah,
because unless you do Netflix, you can't build stars like this.
Yeah,
Ryan was built on like Showtime.
Yeah.
Boots was built on Showtime.
Yeah,
Devin was built elsewhere. All of these fighters are built elsewhere. No one's built on DAZN anymore.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
Yeah, guys, if you're listening, the budget man.
Yeah, give it in.
Budget man, give it in and free it up, because
not enough social media posts from them about
even the boxers.
Nowhere
Well, the
near
boxers are training and whatever, so I get it, but like there's literally nothing.
So what HBO used to do, right, was that they would send the team from HBO. You knew that they were coming, whether you liked it or not, because it was part of your promo.
Like Vardar just turn up at your house.
Exactly. You just turn up and we're filming you for the next 3 days. You're like, I really don't want you to. It's such tough shit.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're
you've signed it.
Yeah.
Mr. DeBella has said that we're doing this, so we're doing this. Have that.
It needs to be like that. It's just like there's not enough going on. And again, I always just feel like boxers, they don't do enough to promote themselves, just themselves without like their promoters and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like boxers, you guys need to be active on your social media because we're in an age where people want to know what's going on. I want to know, like when I'm speaking to Jamie, what artists are you listening to? Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like it's more than boxing. I want to know.
Please say his name properly.
Jeamie.
Thank you.
I want to know Jeamie, who Jeamie is listening to. Do you get what I'm saying?
French Afrobeats, apparently.
Like
sure.
He's listening to Afrobeats. Like, I want to know all these things. So when I'm a fan of you as a boxer, I don't want to go to your Instagram and the last post you posted was 3 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
And also, these press conferences are boring. Like, they're so boring now. They need to change them up. They need to, like, at least the UFC has, like, fans in there to ask the fighters questions to, like, rile them up or something. And these questions are so boring now. The fighters are bored of it as well. I would sooner them get a camera crew to go to their houses and do a 24/7 or whatever than have a press conference.
The thing is, you do a lively press conference though, and you hit someone around the head with an egg, you get £100 fine.
Yeah, and they start crying. They start crying about it, which is weird. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. That's done the promotion for that fight massive. That's probably the most promotion that fight's had.
Over the edge.
To be quite honest with you.
That pushed it over. I said pushed it over the egg. Sorry, that pushed it over the edge.
Dazzling wordplay.
Connor, I love you. That was an accident.
Nah, that's brilliant.
Stevie, Canela, do.
Big up Mr. Neutral inside.
Big up Stevie.
Guys, thank you for joining me. I feel like I'm just like on the phone talking to
talking
you guys.
To the crew.
Yeah, I'm just talking to the crew. I'm just talking to my boys. But yeah, they've really got to step that up because it's not enough, and we need more.
Yeah,
we're doing more promo for the watch party than I see these guys doing.
I mean, but
that's editing some videos like.
Have you?
I've been editing, man. I've been editing like come to the watch party. Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We're promoting.
I'm telling you, for Watch Party 7, right? We need to be taking liberties with these green screens.
Oh, that might be a vibe.
Yeah. There's still time.
That might be a vibe.
There's still time. Imagine seeing the egg getting smashed around the geezer's head behind you while you're standing there.
That might be a little vibe, you know. Let's talk.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, come on.
All right,
Stevie's
Stevie's gone
jumped
for now,
off.
but he'll be back in a second.
He's
Has
dropped
Stevie
off, but he's
gone?
gonna come back. Should we
Alright.
quickly, before we wrap up, should we quickly talk about the MVP signings, the
Yeah.
female signings?
So we're not going to have any sound on the Baumgartner one,
Oh,
but
is
I
it not?
can whip up the MVP queens doing
Yeah,
work.
let's just do the Queens thing.
The
So look at this. This is the MVP stable. So you've got Amanda Serrano,
Wood.
Shadeja Green.
Wood.
I was thinking, what you said? I was thinking Amanda Woods. I was like, did I not say her surname right?
Wood.
Alicia Baumgartner, Ramla
Wood.
Ali.
Nah, I got it.
Ramela's in there as well.
Yeah, Ramla was in the blue. Metcalf.
Good to see Ramla come back.
Yeah, that's.
I thought she'd retired.
I
I
thought
thought
she'd
she'd
retired
retired.
as well.
Eric, at the watch party,
that-
if you're a
that's
Ramela
that.
fan, at the watch party, you got one of her coaches coming, which is Larry.
Yeah,
He's
Larry.
my coach as well. Humble
Oh,
Fletch.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Nah, I like Ramla. I'm glad she's back.
Her Ellie Scottney.
Ellie Scottney, yeah.
There's a few more, but
They're doing a very clever thing because MVP's obviously got some sort of Netflix arrangement,
yeah,
right? They're putting all female boxing into one thing,
yeah,
which again, great,
yeah,
right? You're only ever gonna get at this stage a diminishment of viewership because when you see it, unless it's like one of the big fights on a mixed card,
yeah.
instantly you're just like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad that we have this. Stevie's having a nightmare. But if it's its own thing, its own product, its own promotion, its own everything, that's exactly what it needs because you can take or leave them when you want to do it. Because at the minute, we're kind of been force fed it by Sky.
Yeah.
And
I think there's like MVP is a good home for the
For
girls, for the girlies. I think that's a good to be like just even associated with Jake Paul. He's gonna get you clicks. He's going to get
he's kind of the man.
Yeah.
He is kind of the man.
The social media presence he has is massive. It's perfect for him. And what he's doing. I'm not a massive fan of Jake Paul when he's fighting, but what he's doing as a promoter in boxing, he's actually coming to the game, and he's not. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's done.
I agree, because that's just like what we were saying about like the promoting. Jake Paul knows how to promote. Yeah, that man literally will show you how these women should have been promoted from before. He's gonna show up and show out for these girls. That's why I'm so happy for them, because if I was a female boxer and I saw this, I would want my management. I'd be on the phone to management.
Fact.
Get me over to MVP
Fact.
immediately. I'm ready to pack my bags and go to America.
Yep.
Because just being associated with, like I said, Jake Paul and that whole circle, crazy.
Listen, anything the geezer touches is seen.
Yeah.
Right? And just purely out of the numbers that guy does, people will watch those fights, especially if it's free to air on Netflix.
Yeah. There's another female. Oh, she follows me. I follow her as well.
Who?
She's young as well. A black girl. Woon. Oh, what is her name? I think she would be a good signing for MVP. I'll follow her. Let me try and find it. But I think she would be. She's young as well, and she fights at Churchill's.
Yep. Okay.
Joanne, is it?
Yeah. I know you.
Yeah.
It's like a very Nigerian name, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember her name. Sorry, that's bad for me. But I think she would be a good signing for MVP.
And then there's that Shauna chick that's coming through now. That I don't know their surnames, but like Ruth for Queensbury.
Ruth, I see.
Yeah.
I see Ruth.
Fran Hennessy, how sick would it be? I want to get you two MCing at each other because she loves some bars. Fran Hennessy, let's go.
If you're watching this, come and join us on Patterns. I'd love to have you on here, like chop it up. Because I like her style as well.
Yeah.
She's like got a little style thing going on for herself.
She's adapted the Bradley Skeet style.
Yeah.
And Brad's turning into quite a nice trainer.
He's good, isn't it? He's
trainer.
really good for her.
I like Brad.
Yeah, I like it. Stevie, how are you doing? Can you hear us?
Can't hear you though.
We can't hear you, Stevie. Are you muted? You might be muted. We can hear Eric.
Yeah.
Come on, Stevie. This is your moment.
This is your moment, Stevie. We can hear Eric. We heard all the boys. It's not us this time.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not my internet that's getting blamed this time.
Yeah, no, your internet's been fire. Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry.
furious,
Yeah, sorry.
just smashing up the gaff.
What do you think, E, about the MVP signings?
I think they're good. I think all these the women that's gone on to MVP, a lot of them's got belts. They've got guaranteed fights because they're all in the same promotion. And I think once Jake Paul gets them onto Netflix, Jake Paul just has to do one person. That's it. You've got how many millions? How many millions know you? How many I wonder how many followers each one of these girls have got.
That's what we need to do. We need to keep our eye on it from now until like the fight and just clock how much clout that guy and Paul he's got.
But this is the kind of the magic of JP the Don, right? Is that, you know, Eddie has a little bit of stuff, but we don't really expect to see Eddie in a yellow Ferrari blasting stuff out the exhaust pipes. And if we do, it gets a lots of abuse.
You see what I was talking about with Frank?
Yeah.
With Eddie's like the younger one. Jake Paul is the younger one to Eddie.
Yep.
So Jake Paul, he's been on YouTube since he was a kid, Disney Channel. So he's been around this. He knows how to make things move. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he knows, he doesn't take himself too seriously. He has fun with it. He's a really, really good businessman. I know a lot of people don't like Jake, but I just love what he's doing.
Anyone that has to live in Puerto Rico for tax reasons, I'm involved. I'm in.
I respect him. Put it that way.
Yeah,
I definitely respect him.
I respect it,
and
I respect.
When he first came into boxing, I thought, oh God, when he's calling out Canelo, calling out Tank, and all that lot.
But he nearly had Canelo, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree. But once he linked up with Amanda, what he decided to do then, fair play to him. Fair play to Amanda as well, because she is putting a lot of these girls on it as well, because she could have took this and ran with it on her own.
Yeah. That's the good thing about Amanda Serrano. Like she is a woman's woman, a girly's girl.
Yep.
Like, do you get me? She will support the girls. Anytime you see someone fighting, she's on Twitter and she is bigging them up and stuff like that. So, and she could have been like to Jake and Nakisa, no, like don't sign anyone, it's me.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
like I'm your one. But then
and just push me. We haven't even pushed me enough. Like she could have been like that, but she's like,
I think she understands it. I think more than likely he's going to be making her a part of MVP because she's towards the end of her career anyway. And who better to have an ambassador for a giant female focused promotion than one of the greatest female fighters of all time?
Literally.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised if most of the females end up over there at this point.
Yeah, it'll be like the remnants of the Sky Sports boxer lot versus the MVP lot, wouldn't
it? I feel like Caroline Dubois wants to go over there as well.
I've seen. Do you know how every single signing I've seen Caroline put up? Congratulations, great move. I'm like,
at Jake Paul, let me know.
Caroline, listen.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be happy for Caroline if she gets that because she deserves it. She deserves pushing more than she is right now, I think.
The thing is, Caroline Dubois is a star in the making.
Yep.
Like what I said earlier.
100%.
She is a star in the making. Caroline she's like the fighter that I love to watch. Like they're just so aggressive. You know, I just love aggressive fighters. Caroline is aggressive. She's very, very pretty. She's starting to talk a lot more now. When she first come out and you know she was a bit more quiet and a bit reserved. She's talking her shit now. Like
she bangs women out.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one since like Anne Wolf that you see that hits with such ferocity as Caroline.
Yeah.
I just need a promotional situation to be better. I need them to be to be out here in the streets backing her. Not be saying little things at all. Well,
chat amongst yourselves, guys.
Yeah.
Nah, I need the promotion to be there, boots on the ground, saying this is the girl. Whoever you put in front of her, will beat. I don't want to hear, oh, well, we'll wait, we'll marinate. No, women's boxing isn't about marination.
Exactly.
Women's boxing is about you're the top. She's supposed to be the top. Let's fight. We'll see. Because you can fight each other 2-3 times. Look at Chantel and Katie and Serrano. You know, I mean, you've got fights there to be made, and if the fight is exciting, people want to see it.
I'd want to watch that over and over again.
That's why I need Caroline to move over to Jake, so Jake can give her some proper shine like she deserves.
Yeah.
Because like you said, she's come out of a shell now. She's speaking now. She's showing that she's not Daniel who needs somebody there to speak for her. She's there. She can talk.
Yeah, I agree. I
But
think yeah, go on, E, go on.
I want to see that. Hopefully, Terry gets through her next fight next month,
Who's she
and I want to
fighting?
see that. She's fighting in Doncaster. I can't remember her name who she's fighting actually, but
Okay.
she's fighting headlining in Doncaster. I'll be there.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's where my mum lives.
Yeah.
So hopefully Terry gets through that, and we can get the unification between those two, because that's a massive fight, a
Yeah.
massive fight in Britain. That's a unification fight. It's probably going to be. I think it might end up being for Lineal, that one. It
Oh,
might be 1
nice.
and 2 in the division, because I'm not sure if where Ferreira's ranked in the division out of
I want
those
that
two.
fight as well so bad,
I
Caroline and
love
Ferreira.
that fight.
I like what you're saying. I want that fight now. I know Caroline doesn't want to fight now. She wants to build it up, but I'm just like, mate,
Just get it done.
get it done, man. Get it done. Then go and do whatever you want, and then come back, spin the block, and come back.
Yep.
Like Eric said, like there's all this marinating. I just don't like marinating fights in general, but especially for women boxers. No. There's not
the pool's
enough
not
of you.
that. Yeah, exactly. The pool is not
enough.
that big.
No.
Where we will want to see the fights 2-3 times. We don't mind watching it because it's action packed.
Yep.
It's 50-50 fights, especially when, like I said, like Katie and Amanda, like Katie and Chantel. When fights are like that, we don't mind who wins. You can watch it again.
The fans win, don't they?
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Caroline's got going on. Jake Paul, if you're watching this, go and grab Caroline, get her over there, because I don't think Ben knows what he's doing with her.
I don't think I think he's got I think my boy's got other things to be worried about, to be honest.
Nah, if your own fighter is saying, "Oh, what do you think about the contract situation between like Ben getting a 10-round contract and Liam Cameron getting 12?" He's like, "Oh well, it's boxer, innit? I'm not surprised."
Yeah, that's
How
mad.
is your own fighter?
Is that what Caroline said?
No, I think Callum Simpson.
Callum Simpson said. He asked him, he's like, "Oh, it's boxer. I'm not surprised." I'm like, "What?"
Ben just must be watching these things like this.
I reckon he sucked his teeth. I reckon he watched it and just went,
doing this to me. Me. He must be on his Denzel Washington training day shit, like, you motherfuckers. But it's true though.
Callum knows he's made a name now, so if Ben kind of needs him to sell in Barnsley, he can say whatever he wants.
You know what? I think you're
what's
right.
Barnsley?
You know? I think that's
Yorkshire.
He's taking a piece, Eric. He's taking a piece. Because I think a lot of them are just like, well, I'm just gonna say what I want. If you want to drop me, it's fine, because I don't want to be here.
Literally,
I don't want to be here.
I would imagine they've
want you to drop me.
X amount of fights left on their contract. They're like, how about you drop me and I'll go Queensbury, please?
I'll go Queensbury, I'll go Matchroom, or I'll go MVP. I want you to. Maybe even that's why Caroline's been a bit vocal as well. But didn't Caroline has signed a lifetime, a long-term contract.
Lifetime.
Not lifetime.
No,
a long-term contract.
With what, like Rob said, Ben's got a lot to worry about. Them contracts might be ripped up. You don't know what the situation is on that. Because how much are they paying her for this contract?
Well, it wasn't even that. You know, I didn't want to ask TKV, but like that Sky deal is done next month, and we've not heard if they're renewing. We don't know. We don't hear if he's on DAZN. If he goes on DAZN, he's the third British promoter on DAZN, and like you're fighting for dates anyway. But if you're fighting for dates on the same platform, that means you've got to double up, and no one's watching the boxer shows.
Yeah.
So immediately you're cannibalizing yourself. So we still don't know what happens there, and like with the TKV rematch, it can appear on any card, but it's going to be open up for purse bids because it's a board ordered one. Chances are Frank just says, because he's not like he likes Ben, is it?
Yeah,
it's
true.
They're beefy
and that's another thing, because like some of the promoters, they're not Ben's biggest fans. They're not trying to like bring him in.
No.
Do you get me? So if I was a fighter, I'm thinking, you're fucking this up for me.
Yeah.
I need to get off of here and go over there where the party's at.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It was kind of sick to see Eddie push Ben for no reason during that egg smash.
He's a man.
Like there was no reason for it whatsoever. Ben is literally not a threat to a 6'4" 5 man.
He was waiting for that
He
moment.
just went, "Oh, it's my time."
Yeah,
Damn.
he was just like, he looked around. He's like, do you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Just have a push as well. I said, what the hell did he push? What did
He just
push
needed
red
a
for?
civilian to get
Eddie
in
was
it
like,
with.
you knew about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up on the record boxing for catching that. That went viral. Big up him. Yeah, he was just like, you knew about it. Ben's like, you can literally tell by Ben's face when Chris smashes the egg. He's like, oh my God. He didn't know, but Eddie is just like, you know what? I think you knew about it.
I don't.
It's amazing.
I don't think anyone realised it was an egg till like a lot of people.
I
just
thought it was a
thought
slap.
I thought it was a slap as
Yeah,
well.
I thought he just slapped him.
From camera, it just looked like a
Yeah.
slap. And then when you saw all the replays, I think like everyone was shocked it
I
was
was
an egg.
cracking up because I was just like, this is so on brand for Chris Eubank Jr. to do something like that.
It's crazy.
But with an egg is so much more funnier because now everybody is literally talking about it. That I think that's what pushed the ticket sales over.
How do you get fined? Yeah,
Oh,
how
shit,
do you
I
get fined? How do you get fined $100,000 for promoting the fight? Like that promotion was it was free.
Literally,
They didn't have to pay a penny for
yeah,
that.
it's madness. That they need to be thanking Chris Eubank for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Rico Green Eyes has joined us. I did just hear you, but I can't hear you now.
1 second. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now, mate.
Yeah.
So Rico,
Yeah, I didn't
hold on,
realize I was
hold
in
on.
there first time.
That's all right. It's all good. Because this is your first time joining,
Oh,
we are going to spin the wheel of misfortune.
the wheel of destiny.
Yeah.
I thought it
So
would
we're
be
gonna
like
spin
wheel of
this.
virginity.
Yeah, we're gonna spin it and see what you land on, and you've got to do it, right?
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
ready.
AO Prob gets to take over your Twitter.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay,
wait,
cool.
What?
This one is call out a boxer who needs to step it up and why. You've got 1 minute to call out any boxer and tell them why they need to step it up.
3,
my phone is
2,
okay.
1.
Floor is yours.
Timer's on.
Right. So Andy Ruiz,
Fat Andy?
you've had a long amount of years to eat McDonald's and have great barbecues and quinceañeras. I've seen you go to 3 quinceañeras in like 2 months, Andy. Me personally, I've not been to one, so it's a bit selfish. And what's more selfish as Andy Ruiz is that you're eating all of what should be for the guests in your belly. So I would like you to please, like, for the love of everything diet, get a proper fight or just retire.
How long's he got left, Rob, to keep going?
He's got now 15 seconds.
15 seconds left.
I can. Right. So, Andy, it just makes no sense that you've been like trying to lose weight for like 5 years and you absolutely look the same. Like these camera angles, like I don't know who your media guy is, but he's like really good. The third thing is
It's a minute, dude.
How many?
1 minute is
is
done. You got 1 minute. Love it. Clap it
Peace.
up. Clap it up.
Peace.
That's a good intro into the patterns.
Thank you, guys.
We love that. Eric had a good one.
I love your background and everything. I'm so.
This is geezers who wear head cams in suits of armor and fight each other.
Yeah. So basically,
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Basically, the green screen is everything that me and Rob think about. All the madness you see at the back, that is our conversation. That is our mind.
Yeah.
So it's just very hectic. Some of it doesn't make sense, but to us, it makes perfect sense.
The geezers,
nice.
and as the video extends, it's also instructional, and he's like, "Oh, this is what you do in this situation." It's a whole vibe. It really is something quite.
That's what makes everybody individual, but the same at the same time.
Oh, look, sorry, Dwayne Hotshot, Joanna Wonyu.
Yep,
that was the lady that I was talking about. That's who MVP. If they can get their hands on Joanna, she's good.
Yep.
And I'm sure she trains at is it Churchill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she trains down there. Big up Dwayne Hotshot. He'll be joining us next week for our Ben Whitaker. Guys, before we wrap up, because
big up Dwayne.
Because Rico, you jumped on as we was about to wrap up, but before we go, who have you guys got for Ben Whitaker and Leon Cameron? Give us your takes.
I'll let the Yorkshire man.
I feel like Ben's gonna right the wrongs. I feel like Ben's probably gonna stop him. I just feel like how he's been, just the silence, everything. How Liam Cameron's been. Liam's done what
Yeah.
he's supposed to do. Let's be honest. He's done what he's supposed to do, but it gets to a point where you just think, yeah, you kind of talking yourself into an arse meeting here.
Can I ask
The thing is, though, right, with this particular fight, it's a brutal amount of pressure for Whittaker, right? Unless he puts an absolute, like,
Linux.
Mayweather Gatti style beating on Cameron, which I'm not sure he does, right? Unless he absolutely and utterly bashes the fuck out of him and then stops him, you're always just going to be like, eh. If he like jabs his
Yeah.
face off, we go, oh yeah, cool, man. Like he has to steal the show to the nth degree. He has to do what he did, you know, when he became super viral.
When he tapped that boy in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure he can against Cameron. I think I just don't know.
Do you think he should
Yeah,
do
I don't think he
do
can
you
play
think he
like
should
that.
do the tricks? Because that was a bit of
Eric,
him. Like, because you know, for the Liam Cameron fight, he literally wasn't playing no games in there. It was like
Well,
a
no, I
different
don't
person.
think he had
So
a
what do you
choice. I
reckon?
think maybe Cameron, because Cameron bangs.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them dudes. He's a very heavy-handed man, and he's tough, and he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Right? He knew what that opportunity meant for him, where Ben kind of just didn't take him seriously. But with Andy Lee, with a little bit of focus, with the amount of pressure, I think he will. I would be astonished if he doesn't do some sort of virtuoso superstar performance, because if he doesn't,
Yes.
that's it done.
It's finishing it.
Yeah.
What do you think,
That's
Reeks?
my thinking on it.
Sorry, E.
No, go on, Rico, go.
You got virtual.
Do you want to go first, Eric, or like?
No, go on.
Go on,
You go.
Reeks.
I can.
And Eric will jump in after.
I find it utterly pathetic that we have a Olympian who had a silver medal, who knows Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm a huge karate movie fan thing, and Liam Cameron, who has gone through such adversity. You know, he's gone from strength to strength. You know, from Whittaker saying things about his Kangol track.
Yeah. Listen, he didn't shroud himself in. Yeah, he's not the fan of the working man, is he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And that's what don't like it. Me as a former working man, maybe working, I don't know. I just don't feel Whittaker. I don't feel that he is what was. I mean, yeah, he got bigged up by Ice Cube's son, and then from there we've all been led on this rabbit hole, and a long rabbit hole, and we've almost got turned over ropes going into this rabbit hole. So I reckon we're gonna like reverse it now. I feel like Cameron is going to win on a unanimous decision, and yeah, just happy to be here on
Eric,
Pattern.
what do you think? Sorry, Rob was going to say something.
No, I was going to say, but if that does happen, that's literally the end of Whittaker, and probably the catalyst to the end of Boxer. They'd be done at that point. If you saw, and especially with the promo money that Frank would put in after that. Oh my God, he would bury them.
Oh my! If Liam Cameron beats Ben Whittaker,
done. That's it.
If you thought that Liam Cameron made noise after
in the final weeks of negotiation for a Sky renewal, see ya.
Yeah,
I want him to have every type of what is it, hairline?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's already gone to Turkey, right?
Hairline and hop. I want all the hairlines to be symmetric.
What do you reckon?
Nah, this is why it ain't gonna happen. That's just a fairy tale right there. That can't happen. I think.
I mean, again. No, I actually agree with E. Like, I can't see how the result is not anything other than an absolute battering, like what we saw with Boots and Stanionis this weekend.
It has to be, though, isn't it?
But hold on, are we saying it has to be, or no? It can't not. No, it has to be that from Whittaker's perspective.
Yeah.
From Whittaker's perspective, this is a crossroad in his career, right? We all saw what happened, and we all saw what was happening in that fight with Cameron.
Yeah.
Right? He has to This can't even be
Close.
a boxing match.
Yeah.
He has to destroy Cameron.
You have to
Otherwise,
make him look silly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're always going to have Cameron-style fighters popping up, going forward, being like, all right, well, I can just walk him down and beat him up as long as I'm tough enough and I can wear his shots. And I think Ben can proper crack as well.
Do you think so? I think that he can't.
I think Ben's got some good power on him. He's
Shy,
a big
you know what?
dude as well.
Him going back to boxing how he was, you know, with the flashy stuff and that, that's just instincts. And he's probably better off doing that because he tried to step to Cameron. He tried to step to Cameron and that didn't work. You are better off using your athletic gifts, using doing what he's used to doing, just off instinct, fighting off your instincts, doing that because he can make Cameron look silly doing that. Because Cameron, let's be honest, he can punch, and now Cameron will go for the knockout. He will be swinging everything at Ben, and he'll be swinging it hard. Pause.
Right. Do you know what? Right. Okay. So next week we're going to need to update. We're going to need to update these sound effects. Yeah, because we're going to need a serious pause. Yeah. We're going to need something. Even though we're grown ups, it is just a little bit of fun.
Can't you get like an audio play-by-play of it?
But yeah, go on, E. He's going to be big and swinging. Yeah.
No, he will be, and I think if Ben uses his natural ability, where his instincts and stuff, he can slip them shots and make Cameron look silly. Like Rob, I can't see past a dominant performance from Ben. I feel like he needs one. I think he knows he needs one. His team knows he needs one. So I can't see past that. So that's what I'm going to go with.
So are we saying he has to knock him out? He has to stop him.
Yeah, he has to stop him.
It can't go to points. If it goes to points, like he has
to stop him. Yeah, he has to stop him. For me, he has to stop him.
Rob, he has to stop him.
He has to. He not only has to stop him. It can't be like a flurry where the ref steps in. It has to be a highlight reel. Like we're playing the video. Like I tell you what, you and me are laughing to one another, going, we got that shorts cash coming in on that one because it's instantly on that mil views. Yeah. It has to be an absolute crushing,
emphatic,
just a horrific one where we all go, oh, is he all right?
I like that word.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't want to say
face down. It has to be an all-time great knockout.
Face down, bum up.
Yeah. Ben Whittaker, if you so happen to see this, because I'm going to clip the shit out of this stream, we are expecting a lot as boxing fans from this fight.
Love you, Dwayne.
Because Liam Cameron is coming.
I love you more.
Relax. Just calm down, guys. Let me finish the sentence. Liam Cameron is coming to do a job. I really believe that. I feel like he has been through a lot. He's been through all these things, his up and downs. I heard him say, I'm sure it was him when he was saying that the purse that he got for this was life-changing, but to somebody else, it might just be like small money. But to him,
it's the first time he's had a promoter. He's not selling tickets. He's not on a ticket deal anymore. He's getting paid to fight.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, make no doubt about it. Uncle Frank is saying, you bang this geezer out and make Ben look like a mug.
Let me tell
both
you.
Bens.
Yeah.
Both Bens.
Yeah.
You think Turkey gives some gifts?
He's getting the Rolexes. He's getting the house. He's getting everything because this, you said, if Liam Cameron can beat Ben Whittaker, this is the begining of the demise for boxer.
He wants that. He wants it big.
Like it's gonna be a problem. So hold on. What's Virtue saying? Ben Whittaker needs to hand in Ivor Dragon level performances.
He really does.
Big up Visa.
These man are haters, bro. I wouldn't even read that comment. I'd like to spam.
All right, cool. So
it's not my show.
Is that it? Have we covered everything? I feel like we covered everything. We've been on for like nearly 2.5 hours. It feels quick though.
It does.
Guys, thank you so much. Oh, if you can see my beautiful throne
I'd
chair.
just like to say, Shy, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
So proud. You know, I think I was there during your boxing Twitter birth.
Yes, you was. You was the first space that I joined.
You never forget your first. And I just feel like it's just been one incredible Eric, fucking pack it in, mate. All right. I'm bearing my soul. I think it's just been one milestone after another, and I'm, the watch party, the 5th one. I can't wait for it.
The 6th one. Thank you very much.
I can't do math, so
Yep.
I'm going to obviously make sure my head's shaved, and I'm just
Yep.
looking. I have a suit for this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've got my outfit as well.
I've
My
got no
outfit
idea
comes
yet.
with it.
I said that I
Yeah.
was going to come there in
I have
Same,
no
Eric.
idea.
Same. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we should text each other offline and coordinate like
I don't want you to text.
besties.
I don't even need any of this right now.
Yeah.
I would just like to say fighting words as well. I think your
Just
name is
Rob.
Robert.
Just
Hey,
Robert. Yeah,
well,
yeah. Yes,
Robert.
mate. Robert.
I think you do a great job.
Thank you, man.
I love fighting words. I'm a huge fan. And yeah, guys, keep on doing you. You know, the background. I'm not
It's
gonna
me
lie,
surfing.
it's really cool. I love it.
I love it. I love you guys. I love Rob even more because without Rob, if you guys see the setup that Rob sets
Probably
up for
couldn't
me
do
all
it
the
without him.
time. No, I can't do it without him. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can, but I can't.
I can. I mean,
Rob
whatever.
is my
We can do it.
bestie. Oh, hold on. Chicka, 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 chicka. Rob, that's so funny. That's hilarious.
Wait. Can you touch my head?
No. Well, she
Sorry.
can. I'm.
Yeah. Just
Shy,
like,
move your arm out the way. I'm doing
sorry,
bits.
sorry,
There we
sorry.
go.
what, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much. Like, this is what episode is this? 2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
This is episode 2.5. I've been joined today by Jeamie TKV Will.
Yep.
We had Brunch Boxing come through.
Yep.
Mr. Neutral, he had a bit of microphone issues.
There we go.
Yeah. Eric, ERF.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had brunch boxing. Shout out to
Oh.
Cal.
And Rico, Mr. Banter and Boxing himself.
And thank you to anyone in the comments.
And everyone in the comments, Viso, Ewan, Mike, Dwayne, everyone.
Do you know what I'd like to do going forward? I think we
Extensive
need to do a
catalogue.
share with Shy.
Share with Shy. Yeah,
Maybe
share with
maybe
Shy.
just a once a month segment, because obviously that's going
I
to get
love
a
it.
little bit heavy, isn't it? That
No, share with Shy. Just if there's any
exactly.
we
That's
sharing?
it. Like emotional stuff,
anything,
relationship troubles,
Yeah.
anything that you want to share. But ideally,
I'm light skinned. I don't know.
I've
if you guys
noticed.
knew.
Yep.
I share.
Okay.
Share
I'm a
something then.
sharer.
Go on, then we'll throw out a share with Shy.
I can't do it on the spot. I'm not.
So it could be
That's not what I do.
anything.
But when
Yeah,
we're
whenever
ready to
you're
all
ready.
share.
on.
Actually, no, I have one.
Look at
I've
Tyson
had
behind
one of
me.
the best times ever with my pals fighting words.
Oh, there you
and the
go.
505.
That's
Shy,
okay.
Shy.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
all right.
That's
but
nice.
we
That's
need,
nice.
Eric,
we
But-
need,
I
like,
didn't have a good time with you, Eric. Your Wi-Fi is
what-
terrible.
Jams-
There's
No,
no
you know what we
self-respect.
need? We need
Boxing.
when someone of the wider team
Yeah.
maybe comes in and says, "I've just bought a new load of pills and I've just knocked one out 4 times today because I had to test
Literally.
that they work."
That's the kind of
Yeah.
shares we need. We need the ones when Jam was like, "Oh, do you know what?
Sounds like the first 20
I
minutes of
woke
train
up in the
spine.
bed
Yeah.
with my girlfriend
Yeah.
and my girlfriend's mum. And
Yeah.
I said, "Excuse me?
Yeah.
You done
Yeah.
what?" He's like, "Yeah, he was off his head or some shit." And then he woke up in the morning and both of them was in his bed
Mhm.
together with him. I was just like,
Or,
Jams.
or when
What?
someone's talking about cock rings and they have to have a cage, otherwise he doesn't like them. That's kind
Yeah.
of it. Like just
Yeah.
you know, just like deep secrets. Just like,
Deep
hey,
secrets,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? I've actually been seeing like a single mom who actually is my dad's girlfriend, kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like proper Dear Deirdre, but times 4.
Yeah. I need some.
I love Dear Deirdre. Oh my god. I read it sometimes or whatever.
Is sick.
That's
That's
the
what we're
kind
saying.
of-
love
Sharing
it,
with Shy. I
honestly.
think it should have its
Sharing
own
with
graphic,
Shy.
its own segment. Give us
Next
a couple of weeks. It's happening.
Next
Not
week.
on the watch along.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's where we had Jams's.
Yeah, but that was chaos. That was- we would-
hilarious.
Is the watch party
No,
next
No,
week
week?
after.
we're doing. So we're
No,
doing a
week
Patton's
after.
watch along.
So I
You have another
have
week.
14
Yeah.
days until I can just hold your
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
you-
Wait,
you
hold
can.
on.
Yeah,
Pause
yeah.
on that.
Pause
Hold
on
his
that
head.
one, please.
No,
Resume.
play all
Resume.
of it. All of
Which
it.
one? Yeah, nah, I hear it. Eric. Yeah, well, okay, you two get a room. But no,
Oh, God.
Nah.
watch parties in 2 weeks.
I'd like to have a
Yeah.
room with you,
Okay.
Robert.
Rob said okay.
Fine. I mean, like, it's.
I know we're both bored
I'm in.
guys.
Like, I'm just down.
Feel that.
Guys, I just love the way that Rob looks like down there. It's so flipping funny.
No, but like, Mine's newly.
I know, but the
newly
thing is,
baked,
when we
so if
set
you
this
wanted
up,
to-
I kind of did it so we were even, but then I kind of quite like the idea of just
I mean,
being
I've got, like, an
exactly
elbow.
I just
Yeah.
I
Just
love
playing with the
it.
tip.
Yeah. Right. So guys, if you have any share with Shy, play with the tip, all of that stuff, share it with us next
Come
week.
back.
We're gonna be here for
Virtuoso
Sunday.
has got a criminal past. Apparently, he's going to share next week. All right.
Yeah,
We will be
reveal.
on live.
Bro, no one cares, bro. And you stealing a lollipop doesn't count.
Next week, Sunday, Patterns.
Yep.
Ben Whittaker
Yep.
versus Liam Cameron. We're doing a watch along, but it's going to be a Patterns watch along.
Yep.
So we're going to be joined by Dwayne Hotshot,
There
Mr.
is.
Rob himself, Ewan. We're going to have like some
Maybe
live
Ewan.
callers. Maybe Ewan.
Maybe we might have him here. It depends. It depends. Him and Dwayne, especially if Ewan's had a couple of drinks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
That's what we need.
Okay, fine.
need to
I'm
go
in.
viral,
Then I'll
baby.
make it happen.
Yeah, make that shit happen, man. Come
I'll
through,
be there.
guys. We'll be doing.
I'll be doing a live, but I'm going to be doing a live.
Yeah, just
in a
jump
live
on.
inside.
We're gonna have a new setup as well. I can't wait
Mhm.
for you guys to see the new setup that we've got for the actual watch-alongs. So yeah, Eric, thank you so much for joining. Rico, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Rob, thank you. And Eric, big up on your show as well, man.
Congratulations, mate.
Crossroads. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
appreciate
you're
it. Thank you.
smashing it.
Thank
You're
you.
doing really well. I'm just proud of all you guys, everyone. I'm just so proud.
Nah, everyone's smashing it this year. 2025.
2025. Let's get it. But yes, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, leave a comment, besties. Love you. See you next week.
Bye,
In
guys.
Jesus' name. Amen. Love.
Oh no.
Rico is so
Oh,
silly. He's so silly. Is our mics on still? Last time the mics was on.